We'll go over that after the thing. Let me do the music because we're so professional here.
Bye, George. You know what we should have done yesterday was create some 25-25
Twenty-five. What?
music.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. I was working on Suno this afternoon, and I could not get it to give me what I wanted.
Howdy, folks.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the show. Sorry about that. We're so professional here. Sometimes we uh, we get ahead of ourselves.
Yeah.
George,
Uh,
Justin, how you doing? I sent Omen a message.
Hey,
Brian, how's it going? Long time no see. We're just waiting on Omen to get here. If he doesn't show up here in a couple of minutes, we'll start without him. Uh,
George,
yeah.
just let me down now instead of waiting until halfway through the show. If you want to yell out you were tricked and you want to punch me in the face and leave, can you do it now?
I'll do it in character. Not,
what's up, Mark? Long time
oh,
no
wait,
see.
that's another thing. He could have just took all his frustrations out on, on your character. He's like, okay, I punch Natty.
Well, that would require him to role play.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're getting ready to play some Traveler. Traveler 2525 is just the name of the campaign setting that we all worked on for the better part of a year building up for this, creating the solar system, the tech, the alien races, all that stuff. Letting
It,
the players.
I thought it was a year long deception to force crafting to play a role playing game. Someone lied to me.
I am sorry. I'm just a big fat fibber, and the only way I can get people to play is by tricking them. So I'm sorry in advance. And
I, I feel
NPC,
very deceived.
no NPCs were harmed in the making of this video. Hey, what's up, George and George? Georgia. Never mind. I'm in a weird mood.
Techno jungle.
I've been scrambling, trying to get the God Wars up and everything else.
I still need to select my bases. All belong to me.
Yeah. There's a couple of stragglers, a couple of people who are a little bit behind, but hopefully by Sunday night, which means I probably won't get any sleep writing up the report because I need to do it in a fashion that's not just it's a little spicy, not spicy, but a little flowery and
Things
interesting.
aren't in by Friday, starting next week. You
Yeah,
missed your cycle.
yep. Because I've got a busy weekend. I had a game this afternoon. It was a lot of fun. You guys familiar with funnels, where you make a bunch of like
Yeah.
yeah. I lost 1 out of 4, which was not bad. I think Cal lost 3 out of 4. Uh,
Do you know the Imperial Guard funnel?
no,
No. Create your character sheet, go to the nearest FedEx or Kinko's or Staples or whatever, and have them photocopy it 100 times.
right on, right on. You see, you've been paying attention. You've been
Do
following
that
along.
every session.
I'm gonna get yelled at, but is this like a gauntlet in Shadow Dark?
It is Shadow Dark.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, OGGM is running us through that, and uh, it wasn't as bad as I thought, and it was fun. OG runs a funny, fun game, and um, I don't like the mechanics for some things. It's definitely very watered down for my tastes, but when you're playing and you'll get 2-3 hours. And things like that. I see the need and popularity of games like this, but I want a little more granularity, not to the point of GURPS or or champions, but a little more than your beer and pretzels game. But I'm okay with those two if that's what we're doing, and we've all decided, hey, we want to do something. We don't have a lot of time, and we don't know that we want to get into a big long 5-year campaign like Justin or something
I
like that.
fucking hate
One of us. One of us.
us.
One of us.
Yeah, OG's gonna send me the a different PDF of it, uh, but I
I was
already
gonna buy it, but then I looked at the Kickstarter for it to ship to Canada, and it was like $700.
yikes.
Well, it wasn't quite that much, but it
Yeah,
was
I totally get that.
past the buffer point of I am paying that for a thing I'm never gonna do.
Yeah, yeah, I totally get that. I don't see Omen. Where are you, bro? We can't do this without you, man. We need your expertise.
Actually, I think we could. I think George and I are making a pretty good.
Team.
Nettie and Josh make a pretty good
That's
duet.
even got a ring to it, Nettie and Josh.
Yeah,
Uh,
it sounds like a Nickelodeon show.
it does.
Yeah.
It does. I didn't want to go there, but it
Good
does.
Burger. Welcome to Good Burger. Welcome to Silent Burger. King of the Silent Burger.
Okay,
Uh,
that was really good. Um, I learned a little thing from OG. You know how I give out the free natural 20s every once in a while.
yeah.
That's where I learned that from. So thanks, OG. I really appreciate that. But he also gave today free re-rolls, which I'm like, okay, that's not quite a 20, but
That's he's doing it wrong. If you're playing like we are right now,
uh,
you get the chat. You set up super chats. You gotta set up super chats, bro.
uh
And it's like $5, and you can give a free reroll to one player, and they get to pick,
yeah,
and they send you $5, $10, $15. As the show gets more popular,
yeah. But people got to actually watch it. Besides Mark and George, we
I'm
really
just
appreciate
saying,
it, Mark.
we do appreciate it, Mark. But Mark will send in $5 to let Nettie re-roll, because who lets Josh do anything? Josh sells fucking human meat patties.
Yeah. And I am actually, thanks to Squirrel Harmony, he's giving me DCC. He's giving me, well, I think he's selling me or giving me. I think he wants to give it to me, but it's like, dude, I got to give you some money. He's giving me Monty Python and, more importantly, the Dying Earth, which I could not get in on it. I found out about after the fact. And even if I don't like the mechanics, I know that a lot of these systems, like the John Carter from Modifius, hated the system, love the art, love the writing, etc. So, I'll definitely get something out of it. And who knows, I might actually want
I
to.
say we spend a month making characters. We spend 2 months playing a game. We move on to the next system.
Definitely after this run, after Traveler, Morkborg, Pugmire. What was the next one we were going to do?
We were going to
Monty
do
Python?
Monty Python, and then superheroes.
Okay, well, Raven's got to run Monty Python. Raven, if you're out there, uh,
Raven can't run her own life, let alone a game.
uh,
We, for the audience, we are stalling until Omen gets here.
yeah, I'm going to give him another couple of minutes, like 5 minutes, Omen. Then we're going to start. You can come in at any time, Omen. Just if you
Yeah.
can't make it, a family thing or some such, like I was telling somebody today,
Taco Bell run.
this is a luxury. Not everybody can, you know, sign up for
Ooh, I've
this.
never seen that far to the side before.
Not everybody's got the ability to do this, especially like on a weekend. A lot of times that's a family thing. Unfortunately, my boy is playing a video game, doesn't want to be bothered, and
Yeah.
although when this show's over, he and I are going to make up his God Wars stuff and get it done because he's going to kick all your asses because that's what he does all day is
Well,
play
it's
these.
because you're cheating. Um, oh, George,
Yeah.
serious question while we're stalling. Did you sign the contract?
Oh,
I didn't
I
even
um
read the
I
contract. You fuck.
I did download it, and I did thumbs up it.
I'm not even downloading it. I don't want it on my computer. Someone's gonna have to, do me a solid and read it and tell me what kind of.
I'm considering the thumbs up as a qualified the signing of the contract.
Yeah, that's not. That doesn't
Pretty
count
much.
as an X.
Yeah.
Not all of you can sign X. What was that
Uh,
from? I just saw that recently.
no. You see, when you thumbs up, it lists your name.
I know, but I didn't thumbs up it.
It doesn't matter.
I,
George did, so he signed the contract. It's a
it's
legally
Mongoose
binding
version
contract
part.
into perpetuity. You did catch
We're,
that.
the
In
Mongoose version and the
perpetuity.
Black Book edition are so very very similar. Really, there's they added some things that were very nice and very helpful, but it's not that different from
Yeah.
the black box. They added a boon and a bane on occasion. You'll be doing something, you get an extra die to roll. Whoopee! You get a couple extra skills because you're a group. You get like a package where you can divide the skills amongst the group so that everybody has a part to play, a role on the ship or the group. They added a couple of roles for what you did in the past and stuff. But you know, uh,
Yeah.
I really
The,
don't see it as
they
uh,
put character creation in a batshit insane way. But
you,
don't worry, it's less it was less insane than the way they have it in Morkborn.
Oh, great, great.
which is the game
Yeah.
Justin will be running in a month or two when we roll this one down.
Yeah. If I don't
Yeah.
chicken out before then.
I think
You're
with
not going to check it out. Dude,
if there wasn't
what's
as
worse going to happen? Uh, uh, the DM police are going to come in and take away your gaming card or something.
This is
No,
Canada. We probably have those.
Shauner's no longer with us, so he can't come in and berate your thing.
I don't believe you. I think you have him tied up in your garage, making him do things that no legal man should do.
No, no.
Hey, I signed the contract. I have a video showing me. Well, I typed it out on the document.
Yeah, all right.
I can do an e-signature.
But yeah,
I had to figure out how to do that. That's
it's
not
really weird
difficult.
because there really aren't any other people doing that now, and that was one thing about him I did not like was, you know, I always live by the adage you get more flies with molasses than you do with vinegar, and if you're trying to teach people, you know,
It's not.
uh,
It's honey than vinegar.
the original one was molasses, not honey. The original one was molasses because it's the older version of the saying, and people was like, "What the hell's molasses?" You know.
Yeah.
There were
Honey's natural.
apparently
Molasses is a byproduct.
I
it
understand, but
was
it was just that's how I heard it growing up, and over the years it's evolved. Kind of like so to speak has become so to say, and they're essentially identical, but so to say kind of sounds to me less. I don't know. It's just like a dumbed down version of it. You know what I mean? To me,
Life
yeah.
is dumbed down.
it
It's like
certainly has. I mean, look at the clowns I hang out with now compared to
It's
the old
like
days.
people that say problematic.
yeah,
Fucking
or
hate
people
problematic.
literally. And what was the other
And
one?
it is syrup for Justin, and it is by the truckload, not the individual bottle or case as you might suspect. But he has a regular delivery. But to be fair,
Mm.
my family switched to real maple syrup from whatever the crap in the plastic bottles was.
Corn syrup.
Yeah,
Holy
pancake syrup.
crap! Oh my god, Aunt Jemima, whatever. If it doesn't come in a glass bottle right off the bat, and it doesn't
You
start
gotta
at
be
like
careful with that because not all glass bottles have actual maple blood in it.
yeah,
My
if it
my
doesn't say the only ingredient is maple syrup, I don't buy it. And I got
I
some,
I have no problem with 50-50. 50-50 is still pretty good.
but the
But
difference between
yeah.
pure and fake is light years.
Well, that's the difference between percentage of maple syrup and fake is light years. But
Yeah,
it's like vinegar, right? Like you've probably never had actual vinegar in your life.
I get the
Yeah, it's probably not vinegar. It probably says
whatever
some
the
sort of
apple
like,
cider vinegar is in the
oh
big
well,
yellow labeled bottle, whatever
yeah,
that is.
yeah. You probably read the label and it's probably like citropic acid or some shit like that.
Whatever it
I'm just
is,
making up
it's
the acid name.
fucking
It's like
nasty.
it's
I used to
nasty.
drink like a
Well, apple
tablespoon.
cider vinegar is not the same thing as vinegar.
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah, I will. I
think
Yeah,
it's
drank.
different cultures or
Uh,
something.
it's good for a lot of different things. I was drinking a tablespoon of that with 3 tablespoons of freshly squeezed lemonade and hot water every morning. And dear God, after about a year or two, I couldn't even open the bottle anymore without just wanting to just hurl.
Yeah. I have to put a couple of drops in the chicken's water.
pearl milling.
So Owen's late. We're gonna get back to the game. We've farted
Yeah.
around for 17 freaking minutes, which is atrocious.
Uh,
So
it's a 16 for
last
me.
last week we ended with uh, a a a rugged, nasty looking customer named Raymond Shaker who had apparently broke into your ship and killed off Constance in a most brutal fashion, skewering her through the back with 2 large metal spikes and slitting her throat, and making off with your good friend Luna after also killing uh, Montgomery, or I forget
Oh,
his name.
Harrington?
Oh, Harrington, thank you. The engineer of the ship, killing him off while he was in cold storage and making off with Raven's unconscious body, demanding a certain red crystal that you guys have not really, you guys don't really know where it is, but you kind of get the impression from Azumi that uh, Oxnard has it and has had it the whole time, and decided to bail in the middle of an operation to try to scour Twisty's room, her apartment, looking for information leading to the case and mission she was on from the company, the uh, quadruple S.
Quadruple S.
Yeah, it's like the Soul System Secret Service.
Ah, the SSS.
SS. Yes, 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 yes,
The
yes.
The
SSS.
Waffen SSS. Not to be confused with the Waffen SS.
Yeah, I was coming trying to come up with a
Wait. They're in the Air Force now?
name. And you have but an hour to get him the crystal, and you'll get your compatriot back, hopefully in one piece and alive, because they are not always one and the same. Or Shaker said he will do terrible things before he finishes her off.
Ah, that's my job. Wait, so you mean the same thing I would?
I hope not. I think
Okay.
you'd at least take her out to dinner first.
I think we have
I'd
two
let her watch.
options.
I'd let her watch me eat.
Well, you know.
We can either like one find like a. We were talking about it, getting a fake crystal or having a duplicate or something,
Yeah,
an
yeah,
empty
yeah, yeah.
one filled
And
with
there is Omen.
There
Welcome
we
to the
go.
show, brother.
Oh,
Filled
oh, hey,
with gigabytes or petabytes of porn to give to
You were
Yoda
about to say something,
bites.
Omen?
Yoda
Oh no
bites.
no no! Susie mentions that in Traveler, once you get past level 8, it doesn't matter anymore. So
Okay.
Oh,
Hey,
Well,
what?
this individual Shaker, the guy from the thumbnail a couple weeks back, looks like the Undertaker. I think is that what you based him on, Josh?
Yeah, I didn't even try. It just came up, and I'm like, oh my god, this guy
Okay.
looks like the Undertaker.
And he has kidnapped Luna and wants the crystal. Is that Raven in chat? It is.
Yes, it
Hey,
is.
Raven. Um,
Oh wait, no, I thought it was the pilot. Never mind. I'll touch hippies.
yeah. Azumi, the pilot, is still with you, as is Cobalt. Everybody else is dead except Raven, who's you assume she's awake now, but you don't know. He didn't uh, show her face or anything,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
the cryo chamber is still in the ship, So you're assuming, maybe he thawed her out and then took her,
No,
making it
no.
easier. But maybe it was easy for him to just throw her over his shoulder, all frozen and shit. Uh, which is not how that works.
Luna has watched my character eat, though.
So the one of the ideas was to try to track down uh, Oxnard and yank the crystal from him somehow. But you only have an hour to make the trade.
I think
Okay.
I fear we might not have enough time to get Oxnard and then get the crystal to the guy.
Yeah.
But
Well, it depends.
The meetup is at the International House of what was it? Howard Johnson,
Pancakes.
the International House of Howard Johnson's,
Howard Johnson's.
which is approximately 6 kilometers away. So
International House of Tim Hortons, maybe get a little more Canadian.
and Cobalt is suggesting that maybe Fred start casing the joint and maybe prior to that, see if he can maybe track down Oxnard through hacking into the hotel computer systems or the city computer systems and see if he can, use traffic cams and things like that to find out where he went.
All right. How much time do we have?
An hour.
An hour.
Wait a minute, I didn't
Yeah.
have how much time have passed since last week?
Minutes.
None.
Like 2 minutes tops.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Long
I
enough
was gonna
to,
say, I was gonna
she had a
spend-
single tear for Constance and bag her up and put her in cold storage, I guess, in the med bay, not in the cryo tubes.
The duster.
Yeah, there's no point in putting her in cryo tube, I don't think. I mean, you could try to bring her back to life, but you guys don't have that kind of credits and time.
Well, we do want a freezer just in case.
Yeah. I ain't paying to bring her back to life. The agency is.
They would probably just clone her and call it a day.
I got other things in mind.
Yeah. Okay. So, Fred, could you try and see if you can track down Oxnard's cybernetic components so we can
Okay.
find that that crystal? And Josh.
Well, he won't be able
and
to track the cybernetic units until he actually tracks down the living body. He's going to have to go through traffic cams and hotel cams to be able to
Well-
triangulate his current location. From there, he could then try to track those particular units because they do give off a signature of sorts. But
I'm gonna go for the.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to
We
go for
didn't
the
need all that.
communications. He had to have called someone. He has to have like the cell phone. I'm going to use my, the equivalent of the Stingray to find out where the hell he is.
okay, roll me 2 dice on your comm skill.
Okay.
It's a difficult.
Well, in this case, it would be a 12.
I know you got lots of bonuses, so let's see what you can do.
It's a 12.
Okay, you've accessed the system in the hotel. You tracked him going into the elevator with his bags. Roll me 2 dice. This is not just roll me 2 dice.
Okay, straight roll. All right.
Yep.
An 11.
Okay, he's definitely sweating, and he keeps looking at his watch. Maybe he's communicating, but he's doing this and fop sweat and checking his holster, make sure he's got his thing, that sort of thing. He looks nervous, in other words.
All right.
He leaves the elevator, goes out to the front door, and a limousine is waiting for him.
All right. So the equivalent of whose limousine is I try tracking down the
License plate and registration numbers.
exactly. I want that VIN.
Okay.
Okay, so I suggest that I and Josh try and take the fake crystal that we had Obsidian or whatever his name was make
Cobalt.
Okay.
Cobalt.
Obsidian. That's another agent, totally different guy.
Okay. Cobalt, I make, uh, and
One thing,
we go swap that, and you keep an eye on him. Fuck, Fred, and
Yep.
if you can have like things harass him or whatever, like put out a APB or something, like fake police records or some shit like that.
I want to do something one better since I have communication.
Whatever you come up with.
I would like to try, if he's going through this, if he's got a communicator, I would like to try and find out what his communicator is, who he's been talking to, and then I want to spoof it to give him different instructions.
Okay.
Well,
okay. And we can lead him into
let's go down the line with the information you get before you do anything. You instantly ID the limo belonging to Archaeotech, a company that looks for technological improvements through archaeology, through the ancient civilizations that they've discovered in the system,
yes.
from Martians to Venusians and things like that. And one of their limos has picked up Oxnard.
Okay.
The communications relay was just bring me in. Everything's gone sideways. I need an extraction.
All right.
The
Okay,
response
guys.
was, car will be waiting downstairs in 5 minutes. Be in it.
Okay. All right, guys. Now, if he's going to do that, who is kind of now? I'm going to try tracking the communication for whoever the driver is for that car.
The driver is a Margaret Smith, temporary employee to Archaeotech, came on the scene less than a year ago, tasked with driving upper echelon, VPs and VIPs, I should say, back and forth wherever they need. She's just, by all records, a driver for hire.
Okay,
Her
good.
background.
Where do you want me to send her?
send her to the International House of Tim Hortons.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to try sending a message through both of their communicators, telling them that the drop-off point to change, please move it over to the International Tim Hortons House of brothels, and to that's where that's why there are holes in their donuts, and we need to get there. So that's the plan.
Okay.
I just want to clarify. The idea is to have it pick up ox and then bring it to the Tim Hortons.
No, the goal is to have him driving around in circles for an hour so we can go rescue Luna with the fake crystal and shoot what's his face in the face, and then we can Shanghai Oxnard in the next episode.
Okay.
I was thinking we could use Oxnard to soften them up.
I like that plan too.
They could definitely drive Oxnard around for the next 55 minutes or 50 minutes and dropping him off anytime, into the parking lot, or there's another parking facility that's multi-storied upper and above and below ground parking structure from the starport where people leave their vehicles and then go and hop on a shuttle or what have you, or the parking lot or anything nearby.
So, I mean, the question is, how long do you want me to? How long would it take him to get there? I'm going to try sending him on a circuitous route, saying that meet there at this time, but try driving around without being quote noticed.
Letting the passenger know.
Yeah. Well,
Okay,
not
I
necessarily
need.
the passenger can know, but it's like, look, we want to make sure that no one's following you. Please follow at this. Try driving around for an hour to make sure that no one's following you,
Okay.
and then come over to this location. That's what I'm
Roll
trying
me
to say.
two more. Roll me two more dice on your comm skill to see if you can bypass the incoming messages and spoof them so that your message go in and theirs don't.
Yeah.
All right, I get a 14.
Okay. While you're succeeding at that, you discover that the driver also has a communication unit, a private one on usually a wrist-mounted affair, and it's getting a message that's telling her that her other communication device that's inside the vehicle is being spoofed and to only accept messages with this.
I block it. I block all this information before she can read it, and I'm going to change
Hold me
it.
two more.
All right, and that one will be 15.
Okay. It won't be giving her any other messages other than the weather.
Yeah.
And whatever her favorite song of the afternoon is.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Cobalt and Azumi are going to try to get to the International House of Howard Johnson's as quick as possible to try and uh, get an eye on Shaker so that if possible, there's an extra couple of set of arms, eyes, and ears ready to blast his ass if the opportunity arises.
Before they go, I wanted to ask if there's any. We were attacked with flashbangs in like the second episode by
Okay.
those guys.
Yeah.
Are there any flashbangs in the armory?
On the ship, yeah, but that's 20 minutes away.
Oh, okay.
But just so happens, Azumi kicks open a briefcase, one of those silver, aluminum cases. What do you need?
Things that go sparkly boom.
And anybody that
Okay.
can use them because I don't have explosive experience. So,
Oh, they're pretty easy. Yeah, yeah.
You don't have
Azumi,
throw.
Azumi pulls one out, tosses it in the air, catches it, flashes it to you. See that button? Click it, count to 2, and throw.
Oh, good.
Or click it and throw.
Yeah, there's 12 of them in the case. She's already strapped up. She's got her double handguns, shoulder holster mounts, throws on a trench coat, gets her trademark ski goggle looking things, and she's waiting at the door for Cobalt.
Katana.
I take 6 of the things,
Okay.
the flash cannons.
Okay,
You take the
and
other 6, and
Yeah.
Tech Boy stays in the back because he needs to play with his computer things.
Cobalt, being the nerdy fuck that he is, walks up, says, "Hold on a minute." Puts out his hand, Avengers style. This is for Luna and Constance.
I put my hand in.
I signed a contract this afternoon to call you gay for doing this kind of shit, man.
Okay, everybody but Nettie does the Avengers Assemble thing, and everybody, Constance and Azumi are out the door.
No. I'm not calling Cobalt this. I'm calling you.
I know.
You
Just get on with it.
Go Team Venture.
He's that kind of guy. He's, I mean, you've seen the images. That I'm trying to, that's how nerdy he is. Yeah.
Be back in a second.
He and Azumi are out the door, and last thing he says is, check your devices. We'll be in communications with, Channel 7.
Channel 7. It's the weather channel.
It's whatever. It's the first number I randomly thought of. So they're out the door. The 2-3 of you are watching Fred do his lightning fingers on the keyboard, or through his brain implant, or both.
Yeah. It's all through the brain.
You've got the fake crystal.
Yeah, I got the fake crystal.
What's on the fake crystal?
3,000 cookbooks and every single porn movie you made. So mostly every single porn movie you made.
And I'm backing it up to my thumb drive that I got recently.
The cookbooks, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm
You never know
into-
when your wife might be
but
watching.
I do have some extra space on there, so I'll just
You
throw
don't
more
want the
in.
porn he's made, man.
I'm just like hitting copy C drive, just dumping it all in, just because I just have no time to sort it.
Okay.
We downloaded all that porn from Oxnard's collection on the ship.
Okay. Omen,
Yes.
roll me 2 dice.
Okay. I have a 6.
Oh crap. Bad news. 4 incoming drones are making a beeline for the limo.
All right.
Are we still in communique with?
Everybody?
Yeah. So does my character know about these drones once you've told that to Fred? Why couldn't you have a cool, easy to remember name like Alex Jones or Art Bell or George Norrie? This could be Fred.
Oh, by the way, that's not even my character's real name. But anyway,
I knew it. It was
The,
Alex. It was Art Norrie.
those
David,
drones will be on the limo in 15 minutes tops.
okay. I'm going to send a message to the driver and let her know that she needs to go underground because she's been spotted by 4 drones that are, well, she's being followed by 4 drones that are incoming. She will lose connection after she goes underground, but I would like her. I'm trying to figure out a good place where she can go underground that would be shielded from some of that.
Okay. There is the
Most of the city.
Well, they have to go. They have to go into an underground parking lot with enough concrete that also closes behind them. You know, like the
there is the
Grand
work
Theft Auto.
underground. There's the work underground. It's about a mile from where the vehicle's current location, and it will take them outside the city. And if you make a couple more turns, it'll bring it right back into the city after about 3 more minutes.
Okay, I'm just going to tell her to stay there, and we'll send someone to come get her. But stay there in the meantime so that she doesn't get so the drones don't come after her.
Okay.
I know a lot
Yeah,
about
and then she'll come back with, should I use the automated weapon systems on them if they come within range?
If it's imminent and they're armed, yes. But if not, it is better to stay underground and hold off. You don't want any more attention.
Okay. You do know that these kind of drones are typically armed with secret missiles and pulse lasers.
Okay, so that's why I want to get her far enough that they can't detect where she is and she can hide from them. So that's what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
Yep.
You also get the impression that these drones from the communications, you're not 100% certain, but they are on a mission from the Archaeotech company to disable the vehicle with no harm to the passengers,
Okay.
targeting uh, the engines, the turbofans, and staying away from the main cabin.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's what we'll do. I don't want to make sure that they blow her up just in case. I want to make. Plus, if she's stuck down there, we're good because then we can come get her in after we're done with our other stuff, trying to rescue Luna.
Okay.
And since she's underground, she's not going to have any real communication anyway. So I mean, I'll lose communication with her, but so will everybody else. But I told her sit tight. So I tell her that we should be there in a few hours.
Few hours? You don't have a few hours.
She has a few hours.
Oh, okay.
That's my point. Is stay tight. It's going to be a few hours.
Okay.
Then we have a few hours to do our stuff, and then we can go do whatever.
And
we have about 40 minutes to get.
Josh and Nettie, what are you guys doing at this time?
We should be halfway to the Timbits or the fucking international house of sausage or whatever.
International House of Howard Johnson.
Are we taking like a cab or something?
Yeah.
You can get a cab. Take about a minute to hail one. Where to, guys?
You
Oh,
International
hey, hey,
we
hey! I
should
don't know if
already
you're
be
gonna
halfway
fit.
through that.
Shit, all right, all right. I don't normally do this, but you can sit up front. No funny business. Plus size is in the back. I don't know if he's gonna fit.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. We asked for one of those, the
Y-
transit vans so he can fit in the back, or one of the UPS trucks, so he can fit
Yeah,
inside.
handicap
No time.
accessible.
Yeah, exactly.
There's
yeah.
no time for that. You got the first cab that came along. You're
Yeah,
already
yeah.
7 minutes in.
They're all the same size on this planet. Fucking full size.
You can fit. It's not that bad, but Josh would not be able to fit with you unless he sat in your lap horizontally.
He's
I
riding
ain't
on the
doing
roof, Windsor.
Mm.
No.
Okay, so we're going to the. Is there anything you want to do, Josh, on the way?
On the
We
way,
play
no.
Tetris
Let's
on our
see.
phones.
How long does it take to get there? I ask him.
3 to 5 minutes, depending on traffic. Are you guys in a hurry?
Yeah,
We
yeah,
are in a
yeah.
hurry, but maybe we
Yeah.
should. Actually, maybe he should drop us off a few blocks before.
Yeah.
You
Half a block.
double
Half a block.
stuff can walk the 2 blocks?
You'd be
Make it
surprised.
half a block. Half a block. Half a
Yeah.
block.
Okay.
Well, he can do it because Mars has a lighter gravity.
Good point.
I also got pretty high endurance.
Josh, as you're getting in the car, roll me 2 dice.
Oh no. Oh boy. Let's see. I'm getting nervous with my rolls lately. The 7.
Good. Nervous players are the best kind. They get all twitchy
Oh, there it is.
and unpredictable.
I got my new dice. These are my new dice. I'm going to use these guys now. Where's there? One blue,
Nice.
one green.
Nice.
Excuse me. Yeah.
All right. I rolled a 7.
Do you have any pluses for streetwise, intelligence, or carousing?
Got gambling. I got streetwise, no. Carouse. I just have a proficiency in it, the 0 in carouse,
Okay.
and
All
1 in
right.
gambling.
You get in the car. He takes off. We're gonna have to stay low to the ground. I don't think she can handle the heavy load.
Right. I got +2 in streetwise.
Uh-huh.
You need to know that.
All right, I'll give you a roll. Go for it.
Okay.
I
What
think
do I
it's
need to roll? 2d6.
2d6 plus 2.
Yes.
And if your intelligence is above 9, you get a +1 or more that you could add to this.
Intelligence above 9, huh? Yeah, so that's an 11. Or no, it's an 8. I'm looking at endurance. I'm an athletic motherfucker.
Okay.
Not that bright, though.
Like Butterbean.
Okay, I got a total of 8.
Okay. You got a funny feeling you may be watched. You don't see anything because,
I'm fat and I can't move my head that much.
and you rolled just an 8.
Yeah, but thematically, I'm fat and I can't
Sure.
move my head that much.
Yeah. And you can roll down the windows if you like, because it's
Yeah, definitely roll down the
reeking of
windows.
hummus and curry.
He's just eaten like 8 bags of Soylent Burgers and Planet Taco. So
Yes,
he should
he
roll
did
down the
do
window.
that, didn't he? He did do that. He's
I'm
feeling a
not
little.
gassy. I'm just sweating it out.
You are feeling a little bit of a grumbly in the tumbly, as
I'm
the
hungry.
as the vehicle struggles under the exceeded capacity of its turbofans, and it starts moving along, going down the road. Crazy driver. Let's see how crazy a driver is he. Oh, he's one of the worst this company has ever had. He's already had his
License revoked.
several times and purchased new
Wow.
ones on the black market. along with fake identities, and
You mean
probably had
sheep?
Thanks, Corbin Dallas.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
probably had 2 facial reconstructions along the way.
Why are all the males that they've allowed to immigrate to this planet cab drivers? I see some sort of
Because you know
racial
why women
persecution.
can't drive.
Who smells worse, the cab driver or Natty's farts?
Definitely the cab driver. It's like he lives in here 24/7.
The chicks won't let him out.
Yeah, you're 100% certain there is a what do they call those? A pea pot up front, masquerading as a Gatorade bottle.
Gatorade, yellow, dark yellow, the true flavor.
Oh no, it's kind of a brownish.
Yeah. Well, it's dark yellow.
And you're about 2 minutes away from the Howard Johnsons when he says, hold on a minute, guys. I got to make a pit stop. You don't mind, do you? He slams on the brakes and pretty much jumps out of the vehicle and runs for it.
All right.
What?
I'm going to do the same
Let's
thing.
cheese it. Yeah, let's get out.
Yeah. Why don't we just take the car?
I'm jumping the hell
I
out.
help Natty get out. Like I yank him through the door.
How close do you think we are? Is it a couple
You're
of
about
miles?
a minute and a half, 2 minutes, which would be about a kilometer away from the International House.
Cool, guys. Why don't you just slide over and we can drive the rest of the way?
Because I think there's a reason he jumped out, and it wasn't because he needed to use the restroom.
Okay.
That's the real reason that I'm jumping out of the cab.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not even listening to what Natty's saying. I'm getting out of the car, opening his door, and yanking him out.
Okay.
I have a
Shots ring and plow into the doors and the front end of the cab. People are shooting at you.
I pull out my Gauss pistol.
There's at least 4 guys on both, 2 guys on either side of the street, just riddling the car.
Cool.
Nettie, you take 3 points. Josh, 2 points. Omen, 3 points.
Okay. Am I in my armor? I assume I'm in my armor.
If you're in your armor, you take 0.
Okay. I gotta get some armor. Did I make
Well,
it?
we just went behind you, and just use you as the human shield.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the
That'll
armor.
stop anything up to a freaking plasma gun. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's the armor Josh is wearing.
I was talking about you.
Make some special.
Yeah. So was I.
I'm going to find a place, another place away from the car to take cover,
Okay.
and just to assess the situation, see where people are, and then I'll
2
start.
guys on
firing.
either side of the street, behind dumpsters or other vehicles.
Okay. Either side of the street.
Oh fuck!
I'll go behind the car in the opposite direction from them, and then start firing using the car as kind of a shield if it.
Okay.
If
You
it
know
even
what?
works.
I'm going to pull his grenade off of him, and I'm going to throw it towards them.
Roll 2 dice to hit. Add your dex bonus, and if you have any throwing or athletic skills, you can add those in as well.
I made a
If I
mistake
get
earlier.
-3, right? So it's like it's going to be a 9. Well, wait a minute. It's going to be an 8.
I made a mistake earlier. My intelligence was 11 with a -1, not the 8. I looked at the wrong stat.
-1 or is that a +1?
No. I had a wound from when I got blown up in the hotel.
Oh.
I got a head injury.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Nice record keeping.
Yeah.
So, what was your total roll to hit?
Well, let's see. For the dexterity, it's +1, and then it's a -3 because I don't have it. Well, I'm trying to double check what my character is. Sorry, it's been a while.
Well, you don't need athletics to throw a grenade.
Oh, okay. Well, then in that case, it's going to be an 11.
It's going to be a what?
An 11.
Oh, shit. Nice throw. Okay. I'll take care of.
I'm just trying to blind it. I'm just trying to blind two of them immediately.
Okay. It definitely sends them undercover. Behind things so they can't shoot. You don't know if it had any other effect. Josh, you said you were taking some shots?
Yeah, we'll take just the normal 2 shots, like two rolls, like we usually do,
Okay.
instead of like kind of. So let's see here. 5, a 6, and is it hit?
No, it's a miss.
And a 6.
That's another miss. Nettie?
I've got my Gauss pistol, and
All right.
gotta go over to what
There are
the
only
stats
2
are.
available targets at this precise moment.
Okay, I'm gonna shootify at the motherfuckers.
Shootify?
I'm gonna shootify them.
Okay.
I did not copy the stats down for this thing. Fuck.
I think it's 3D plus 3 for damage. You're well within range. Roll me 2 dice. Add your dex and or gun combat skill.
So my dexterity is currently 7.
So no bonus.
I have a +1 written here for some reason.
Yeah, but if your dex is below 9, you have no bonus.
Yeah, I don't know why I have that there. And I have a gun combat of +1.
Okay.
So 2d6 +1?
Yep.
4.
That's a miss.
All right.
The other 2 guys that are not behind cover are going to fire back. Their rounds tear through the cab, making it completely inoperable. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Glass is shattering. The rearview mirror fell off. Well, flew off.
Yeah.
And strangely enough, you do not hear any sirens or any screaming or anything. As a matter of fact, the street is somewhat deserted.
No.
There are cars up and down the street. Most of the buildings are 2 to 3 story buildings, shops of various sorts.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep firing at these guys back and forth.
Okay.
So while he pins those 2 down, I'm going to try rushing over with my stunner for the ones that are behind the ones that I think I may have stunned with the with that grenade.
Okay. Roll me 2d6.
This won't be good. 7. Oh.
Okay.
I got a 1 and then it rolled it to 6. Like,
Okay. All right. Omen, when you come around the corner, one of the guys is doing this shit. Even though he's still got his gun in his hand, he's like, shit, I should have, And the other guy is looking around, and he sees you. You can fire first, but if you don't take him out, he's going to hit you center mass.
All right. Well, that's fine. I get an 11.
That's good. You know what your stunner damage is?
I don't remember. Is it 5d6, 6d6? I don't remember.
I don't think it's that much. I'll pull it out. Not on camera.
Thank you, Gavin.
Gavin?
Gavin McGinnis. You know who that is?
You did that on Nerdrotic.
You're talking about the founder of Vice?
Yeah. That was kind of a douchey thing to do.
It is an even 3 dice.
Yep.
Roll high.
We'll find out. 16.
16, you say?
Yes.
That's pretty damn high. He goes down, dropping his own las pistol.
Then I'll do the same to the second one after the fact, but
Okay,
I should not be next
you'll get a
turn.
+2 on that hit.
Okay. But that'll be what, next turn?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Natty shooting for the, or want me to shoot?
Yeah, you go ahead, Josh.
Yeah.
Did they shoot at us yet, or?
Yeah.
They did, and they riddled the car.
Ah, okay. All right. Same setup. Just a normal barrage.
There are two guys behind an SUV looking thing. One in the front, one in the back, firing. One's firing over the hood, one's firing from around the back end.
Oh, fire at the guy over the hood. The first one was a 7.
No pluses, that's a miss.
That was with my pluses.
Okay.
And 9.
That'll hit him.
Was it 5 dice?
5 or 6, I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure it was 5. 5d6 plus 3 or something like that.
Okay.
I'm currently skimming through the
Weapons.
10,
yeah,
18, 19, 22 altogether.
Okay, that blows his head clean off. Nice shooting, Tex.
Thank you.
Well, I mean, considering you can't hit him below the shoulders because of the way he's positioned, it's like if he hits him, it's going to be in the face.
So what was I before?
You were shooting your Gauss pistol.
Yes, and I needed a dex over 9 and a +2. So it's 2 + 1 again. 2 die. I got a 13 this time.
That will fucking hit for a solid 3 dice.
Yeah. So 3. No pluses.
No pluses.
And you can see the number there.
Okay. That tags him in the center mass and spins him around. He crumples behind the vehicle. He's trying to crawl off behind the vehicle for more
Okay.
cover.
Sweet. That's my shot.
Mm-hmm.
And I duck behind that. I duck behind the remainders of the cab as well.
Okay.
Not that it matters because I'm twice the size of the thing.
Okay. Fred, you can take the other stunner shot.
All right. So this one's going to be a +3, +2 for that, and then +1 for my dex. So
Okay.
let's see. I get a 10. I'm sorry, it's a 9. I get a 9.
You still hit him. He's, just recovering from the flashbang. Somewhat. Hit him. Stun damage.
11 damage.
Okay, he goes back down to the ground, unconscious.
All right. So at this point, I'm going to do whatever I can to try to check them out very quickly, and then
They've got communications equipment, headsets with attached goggles. They've got their firearms. They have some sort of protective vest underneath their jackets. They also have ID and the equivalent of a cell phone, tablet, kind of device.
All right. I'm going to try very quickly hacking through it and saying, "We got him, boss," and just send that through.
Roll me 2 dice. This is going to be a very hard one.
All right.
Mostly because of the time constraint.
That'd be a 14.
Okay.
And then I'm going to grab the vest. I'm going to put the vest on. And I'm going to grab their guns. So I want those as well. And then
Thank you.
Okay.
the rest of it, I'll tie them up however I can.
Okay.
All these two guys are trying to do their stuff.
I don't know that you have anything to tie them up, but you
I
could
got
always
clothes. They got clothes. I can. You know.
Their shoelaces.
Hold on. You can use their neckties.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. I was thinking, there's a reason that you put people in their underwear and then you tie up.
I understand. It's just
yeah.
clock is ticking.
No, that's fine.
Okay, you're looking around. You're now starting to hear sirens off in the distance,
Okay.
as well as everybody roll me 2 dice.
I got an 8.
I got a 6.
I got a 5.
Okay, Omen, you hear the distinct droning sound of drones in the air
Run.
coming down the street.
All right. I'm trying to go off the side.
They're trying to cut you off because they're coming from the most likely direction that you need to go, which was the direction the cab was heading.
Okay. Well, I was trying to go sideways because I do not want to go be a trap, like, oh, this is the way they're going to go. So I'm going to try going up a side alley.
Okay. Josh and Nettie, are you following Omen?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I
Okay.
don't know this guy Omen, but I'm following.
Friend.
We know from
Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, thanks for the correction. I'm trying to.
Good
Okay.
old Fred.
Flintstone.
I had that theme song running through my head all day yesterday. I do not know why. I haven't seen the show in 45 years. You go down the alley. Eventually, it breaks into a regular street. You go north or south. North is the direction you want to go.
Yes.
They're just giving you the opportunity to double back or to confuse your pursuers.
Oh, no. I'm going to try. Let's see. Is there a chance of getting another cab?
Pardon? A chance to get another cab.
How many blocks away are we?
You are 2.5 blocks away, and you've got about 45 minutes to the absolute deadline.
And you said before it was about like a minute walk.
No,
That's
minute
a-
drive.
Oh.
Okay. You want to try to get a cab or walk the 2 blocks?
Well, how far is a block? Are we looking at 1 kilometer?
No, about probably about a half.
Oh, okay.
we do have
All right.
time, I guess, unless we get slowed down by a fight.
Yeah.
But I meant.
Well, why don't you call what's his name and tell him why is this? Ask him why his people are shooting at us when we're trying to show up to the meeting.
I think I
Cobalt?
moved him underground, so he can't contact.
No.
him.
The guy
Shaker?
at the shaker.
Because these aren't Shakers. These aren't Shakers people.
We all know that.
You know they're Archaeotech. You don't think he works for them.
Yeah,
Oh.
but we blame him anyway. That's why.
Wasn't Cobalt Archaeotech?
No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
he's quadruple S.
Yeah. He's
You can try to contact Shaker though.
Yeah. Call Shaker and ask him why his people are shooting at us.
Okay. I'm going to ask why Archaeotech is trying to stop us from.
No, don't mention Archaeotech. Accuse him of being the one shooting at us.
I'll let Justin talk to him then.
Yeah. Okay.
What's your social skill? Because yours has to be better than mine.
Mine's in the 3.
Oh, we're
social skill is a
What's
9 plus 1.
There you go. So you can talk to him.
I'm a smooth talking motherfucker. That's why I got all the ladies on me.
All right, you
That and the fact that they're robots.
You punch in the number, the contact number. You punch in the contact number. The screen's black. A woman answers.
Hey, put me on with Shaker.
I'm sorry, Mr. Shaker's out of the office at the moment.
That's a bull-faced lie. He told us we have a meeting there in 30 minutes or so.
Let me transfer
him
you.
A serious question.
Let me transfer you. Please hold.
Yeah, quick.
She gives you
You want him to put your head through a wall for fucking this deal up?
Oh, he would never hurt a fly.
Oh, yeah, he would.
Oh, no, please hold. Couple seconds. Who is this?
You know who this is. Why are you people shooting at us?
If my people were shooting at you, we wouldn't be having this call.
Oh, yeah. I got four of your guys here dead on the street, 2 blocks down the way.
Not my guys.
I don't believe you.
Like you said, if I wanted you dead, you'd be dead.
You want this stupid red crystal?
Yeah, I want that damn crystal.
You better out front of your place. Have Luna there, out front, on the street.
Luna's on ice at the moment. You'll get her back when I see you get her back.
Yeah. No. You thaw her out. We'll be at the front door. Ain't going inside. Your people
Yeah,
shooting at us.
I don't exactly have the setup to thaw her out. Rest assured, she's fine.
Give her a few martinis. That'll thaw her out.
Yeah. Give her a few martinis. They'll thaw her out. What Josh said.
How long till you're here? You've got 44 minutes and counting.
We're literally a block and a half away.
Good to know. You're a beat.
Your people are shooting at us.
Not my people. What do they look like?
Your people.
You wouldn't be able to pick my people out of a crowd of 3. What do they look like?
I already told you. They look like fucking dudes on a planet full of chicks.
Yeah. Proves they're not my people.
You tell me your people are all chicks? In that case, my number is...
Yeah. What do you take me for?
a weirdo who lives on Mars. How the hell did you... Did they cut your balls off?
No, they're quite fond of them, actually.
Yeah, I don't believe you. This is Mars.
Yeah.
I hang up on them.
All right.
This guy's got no balls, I know it. Once we kill his fucking face,
You gonna drop his drawers?
Josh, I want you to check.
Okay. Yeah, I think when I think Josh is really upset right now. Thinking about him trying to kill Luna, and it's already killed Constance.
Yeah.
He might go in guns blazing.
Oh,
Hey,
of course we're going to guns blazing. We
know
know now.
Down the street.
We know now that Luna is in a cryopod, and those things are. That's a spaceborne cryopod, so they're not easy to break. You know,
They're not easy to transport.
Yeah, we can deal with that after we've killed everyone.
No, I mean where are you going to store it? I mean where are you going to plug it in?
Cold cab.
You're going to try and call for another cab?
We'll call for a transport truck. If they stole it, it's probably got some rigged up power supply. You can't steal it without hooking it up to something, bro.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll see if we can revive her and get her at least walking.
Yeah.
While you're doing that, your comms light up. It's Azumi. Where are you?
Yeah. Fred, that's your department, bro.
We hit a speed bump.
The speed bump, was it like 7 feet tall, shaggy, and
No, it was a bunch of corpos.
of Aqua Velva?
A bunch of corpos with from Archaeotech.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I'm picturing the fight kind of like from
Boss, we might need reinforcements.
The Anchorman, where they're like all nice suits and stuff.
Yeah, we can't call anybody in yet.
Okay.
Not until we have that crystal. we're already up to our necks in red tape and
we're gonna kill everyone at the donut shop, the sausage house, the house of sausage, the interplanetary house of sausage.
Sausage and holes that go together, like like breakfast
that's
and
just the signature
like lamb
lunch.
and tuna fish.
The signature
Like
dish
breakfast
is
and lunch.
Martian sausage. It's like they're known for on Mars. It's just giant sausage
comes with a peach, a sausage, and sauerkraut. Yeah.
and a little bit of whipped cream on the tip.
Jesus Christ! You guys wait till I take a drink.
Hey,
Tomorrow.
Omanau, have you signed the contract yet?
What contract?
I'll send it to you.
Fucking. Oh my God. Azumi says, "Where are you? Give me your coordinates."
2 blocks from Tim Hortons.
Oh,
All right, wait there 2 minutes.
this
A green cab's gonna pull up. Get in.
Okay.
While that's happening, roll me 2 dice, everybody.
I get a 9.
A 4.
5 again.
Okay, Omen. Drones have
Oh, I
spotted
got a
you.
6 last time.
They're 200 yards away and they're cruising in fast.
Okay. I don't think we've got 2 minutes.
All right, I guess.
How big are the drones?
They're about the size of a trash can lid.
Oh, okay. You know what? You said just 2 drones, right? I'm going to try using the laser and take one out. Well, also moving towards the side, some partial cover.
Okay, you guys can. There's easily plenty of cars all over the place. You can get behind, in between, etc. After having alerted Josh and Eddie to them, you guys can see them when they get to about 100 yards away.
Yeah, I'll start shooting when they get close.
Kind of extreme range for most of your shots. If you wait another 15, 20 seconds, they'll half that.
I think my rifle has some pretty good range.
Yeah, your rifle can do it, but I've got that last pistol, so.
Ooh, last pistol.
I'll hold. You know what? I'm going to aim, behind cover.
Okay. And at this point, they begin launching mini missiles at you. Miss, hit, miss. Josh, you take 6. Armor absorbs it. Nettie, you take 2.
2.
Fred, you take 4.
How much does that body armor protect?
It'll take it all.
Okay. So it takes all 4? Okay. All right. Well, I'm glad I got their armor on.
I got to get some armor.
You guys can take your shots.
Yeah.
Assuming you're aiming, you'll get a +2.
Okay.
I'm aiming.
But you only get 1 shot each because.
Yeah. Well, I'm aiming because I had to wait for this. So.
Excuse me. Sorry. Josh, you could have fired before then if you wanted and taken 2 shots.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so let me do over my rolls then. Okay. A deuce. And a 10 plus 1, 11.
That'll hit.
Then 5 dice. 12. 15. And 24 plus 3, that's 27.
That blows that thing out of the sky.
Okay, and I got a 10. I got 7 plus 1 for Dex, plus 2 for Amy. And so how much damage does the laser pistol do?
3D plus 3.
Okay. Well, that's going to suck. 10 points.
All right. It's uh, teetering and coming in, but it's still in the air.
All right, it's all up to Nettie.
Me, I've got my ghost pistol, and I'm going to shoot that. If I can pick up my phone the right way around. I got a 9.
That will hit.
Okay, and it's 3 0 pluses. 11.
Okay. It's smoking and losing altitude.
And that has an armor 2. I'm looking it up. Looking at it right now. Whatever
Yeah, it probably
or
does.
Auto 2. Auto 2, sorry.
Well, that means you can fire twice.
Okay. Yes. So do I just roll the full thing again or
Yeah.
just the damage? 9 again.
Okay.
And 3. 9.
That takes it completely off the battlefield, leaving one left and one trying to stay in the air.
Yes. And
There were 4 drones?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought there were 2. All right.
The one that Omen hit, it crashes into the ground and explodes. The other one launches a series of missiles that hits the ground.
okay. So the first we've done 4 shooting rounds or 3 shooting rounds
Okay.
since the beginning of the session.
Okay.
And I did only 2 the first 2 because we had to look that up. So I fired 4 shots total.
Would that make
I-
it 6? Unless you were only firing singly the first time?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I'm doing. I'll count it as 6 if you want. I don't really care.
No, I just get the impression you're getting ready to reload.
No. I'm just starting to keep track of that. I have 40
Okay.
rounds per magazine.
Oh, shit. I wouldn't even worry about it until later.
Yeah. Okay.
Josh, you can take another couple of shots if you like.
Awesome. 7 and 9.
The 9 will hit. There's only one left, but this one has not been touched.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, not bad. 10, 20, 22. So 22 plus 3 is 25.
That smokes it.
Awesome.
Just in time for a green cab to pull up an extra wide. Looks like it's for handicap personnel because it's not quite a minivan, but it definitely has a side door with a as the side door opens, a little like step pops down.
It's for Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
The dashing redhead behind the flight stick. You want to get in? Clock's ticking.
Josh starts crying.
Okay.
Sorry, just to remind some Constance.
You barely even knew her.
We played poker.
Once.
Points awarded for Josh there. Love it. You guys get in.
I'm going to try bandaging my wounds.
I would recommend that.
I will too, but I
There's a
can't
first
reach.
aid kit behind the middle seat. Don't get any blood on the seats, please.
I can't reach. Can someone help me?
I help him out.
Thank you.
Do they have the extension seat belts?
There are no seatbelts.
Oh, good.
I just kind of jam into the front seat and the back seat. You know, it's just like
I got the hump.
if we crash, I
He's dead.
trust me, bro. You don't got the hump. I got the hump and
Nothing-
the window.
Nothing
He goes
scares me
back,
more
"You
than
are the
someone
hump."
saying, whenever someone says, "Trust me, bro," I know something's going to go bad.
Trust me, bro. There's no space over the hump.
You are the hump, she says, and closes the door and begins moving.
Do you even know what the hump is, young lady?
She looks back. Oh, yeah. I know what the hump is.
Well, we should talk about this more later.
Dream on, flyboy.
Trust me. When you talk about my hump, you'll be flying.
My hump, my lovely lady.
I do not
hump.
get paid enough for this. Do not get paid enough for this.
Hey, I was a social whatever 9 or whatever.
Yeah. Smooth talker. She
Ladies man.
she puts it in gear and moves out.
No, okay, I just noticed. I can't do it if it's past the first minute, so. First aid, I'm just bandaging, but it doesn't do any healing.
All right. Well, at least you won't bleed all over my seats.
I guess I can do some first aid on them. I have a med kit on the way there if there's time. Who's the most wounded? Omen? I mean,
I've
Ed?
I've taken 3 damage so far. I would have
Okay.
taken more, but my armor saved me. I think that Nettie's got the most. He's got like 6 points or something.
Yeah. I've got 3, 5,
Okay. I don't know.
7.
The only things I have is slow, which I think work only like while we're resting, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
But if there's any kind of like at least stabilizing or something I could do. I have the laser scalpel too. I could cauterize his wounds. Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
gonna
think that's how
cauterize
laser
his
scalpel
wounds.
works. All right, sweet. Can you get some fat out while you're there?
Okay.
Hey, don't you be leaving that in my car.
Lady, you don't want a souvenir of when glory
Don't
was in
worry.
your presence?
Cobalt is a big tipper. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
He's got that
He
like
tipped really big when we had lunch the other day.
yeah. He paid for our lunch and then like basically tipped the whole staff quite a lot.
Yeah. The card slot's right there. It's under the well, it's in the hump.
That's what feels that good.
The card and the hump. Stick it in the hump.
She
Bumpity
adjusts the
bump.
rear view mirror so she can't possibly see what you guys are doing.
Giggity. Oh.
Omen, you get
Yes.
incoming communication from the limo.
Okay. How are they communicating?
There's a roadblock up ahead. Some sort of construction. Guys waving us down. How should we proceed?
Reverse and go around, and I'm trying sending, looking up the map there and giving her a map of how to go to get there. By the way, those 4
Excuse me.
drones, are those the
What?
same 4 drones that were coming after her, or different 4 drones?
Different drones.
Okay, damn it.
The ones coming after her are a bit bigger.
Oh, okay.
More like the size of a good recliner.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to tell her that she's got 4 drones on her that are coming, and they may, that she
She
needs
says
to
there's
get
no
out
way
there.
I can turn around in this tunnel.
Oh, she's in a tunnel?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, cool.
There's no way I can turn around. I I could try and breeze past them, or I could flash them a badge.
I have a feeling
Just-
a badge won't work right now.
These are construction work. Just trying to blow through them, not too fast, just enough to really annoy the workers. Having worked the roads, I know for a fact that people move out of the way.
She says, two impacts, both construction workers. I don't think they're going to make it, boss.
I didn't. She went slow. If she bumped them, they didn't. That's what I told her. Just drive slowly. I didn't tell her to go fast. All right.
They weren't getting out of the way.
Oh yeah. Bullshit. That's you aimed at him. Anyway. Okay. All right. Well, keep going. Don't stop.
How many people are going to die just to save Luna?
As long as it's not us, I don't care.
Yeah.
It's not my fault. This person literally ran him over after I said go slow. Apparently, her version is slow is like 85 miles an hour through a speed.
We get another message. Hey, the package is getting twitchy.
Can you gas him?
Will do.
Okay, thanks. Knock him out. That's all.
Yeah, I know. Good call.
We're getting gassed in here. And I'm like, ugh.
That's what happens when I have the milk
just
shake.
secure. Tried blasting through the plexiglass, but he is now secure.
All right, good. Go to original rendezvous point and wait there.
It's crap. I've got a tail. 3 local PD vehicles are coming up fast.
Oh, no.
Blast them or run.
Run, and if you can, shoot out the radiator.
Affirmative. Missiles locking on. You can just picture the back of the limousine. The rear trunk opens up, and a freaking damn near starship turret pops out.
Starship.
Go gadget.
Omen, you're now getting news reports of, gunfire, on the street you were just on, terrorist activity in the, what did I call it, the Warwick Tunnel. All units be advised. She says, all right, boys, this is as far as I go. Out with you. Good luck.
Sweet.
You can see the International House of Howard Johnson's across the street. The parking lot is almost empty except for a large tanker vehicle. It looks like it's pumping in gravy into the, where you would put with a big ass tube, big hose into the ground. And a couple other vehicles.
Okay.
All right. Showtime. No. Do we show them the fake crystal?
Well, you're not there yet. You get a message from Cobalt. Cobalt says, Azumi and I are, they show you positions on the map. They're like catty corner from one another in 2 different establishments. Try to get them outside.
Yeah. We're doing that. Let's call them again. Tell them we're across the street. We've got the crystals that we found at the the crash site or the invasion point.
You're early. I'm not ready.
I'm gonna.
Why don't you get yourself something to eat? Come on in. There's
No,
a booth
we're not coming in. You come out to us. Don't care.
I'm not even in the building yet.
Fine. We'll
We ain't
wait for you.
doing
There's
this
a
outside.
bench.
I'm going to mention this much. It's probably better for us to be in the building because we got enough drones coming out, and I don't assume that they're alone.
I already.
You want to risk it?
I'll risk
He
it.
says-
I'll put it to a vote. I say out here, you say in there.
I trust Cobalt enough to say keep him outside.
Shaker says, I've already got eyes on your 2 snipers. Get
We don't got no
inside or they're dead.
snipers. We don't got no snipers.
Yeah, your man in blue and your little hottie out there. Get your asses inside or I blow the buildings.
Yeah, you see, that makes us trust you even less, bro.
I don't need your trust. I just need the crystal.
You got the money?
The money? What money?
Oh, you can give us some money for the crystal?
Yeah.
No, you get your alcoholic beverage back. I get my crystal. We walk our separate ways.
Oh, that's
And
not
nobody-
a fair trade. You got to give us at least like a
We
million
gotta
credits.
feed her.
He says, your friend thinks this is a perfectly adequate trade.
You said she was frozen.
Uh-huh. She
Pickles are
was.
frozen. Which one?
She was frozen. She's awake now. You want to talk to her?
Okay, but you killed our other friend, so you owe us for that.
Yeah.
We
What do you
liked
mean I
her
owe you?
more.
And cleaning fees for the ship.
And lunch.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. Get inside. Take booth 33. I'll have the special on the table in 3 minutes.
Just one each? Have you seen me, bro?
I can see you from here.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like 3 blocks away.
I'm on the moon. I can see you.
What one? Tibos or Phobos?
Wearing the silver spandex G-string that somehow acts as a normal, that it covers a normal human being 4 times around.
Hey, man. That was a gift from my mom. Don't make fun of it.
It was a gift from your mom.
I don't know if I'm dressed good enough for a Howard Johnson's.
Yeah. Like, look at us, man. None of us have gym shorts on. I forgot my bathrobe.
Don't worry. I know the owner. Get your asses in booth 33. We handle this like professionals. Or I can start blowing shit up, and then I can start carving your friend up. And you can start to hear Luna screaming.
Tell the hippie to be quiet. Nobody's hurting their cats. Shit.
And she's like screaming more, screw you. Don't you dare let this son of a bitch touch me again.
Again? Okay, so I'm going to tape this crystal to the bottom of this bench over here.
What bench?
The one that's across the street.
Okay.
Right by the trash can and the potted plant.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we'll come in and have lunch. And you can give us Luna and send someone out to collect the crystal from the tape under the park bench.
I need to examine the crystal first.
Yeah, well, I want to leave before you even touch the thing. So
I'll bet you do.
yeah, it's the only crystal we have. It's the one we got from the courier.
These flashbangs, do they only stun
And blind.
and blind?
I'm blind.
They don't do any permanent damage.
Well, it depends on what you do with it, I suppose.
If we put it upside his butthole, he's not walking for a week,
What I'm thinking is,
or maybe ever again. One or the other.
You might be hopping because one leg's missing.
I go in with the flashbang, and just basically when I get close enough, I just set it off on me, and I'll stun myself and him, and then you guys fuck him up.
Yeah.
Or is that too suicidal?
Can
Omen,
we set them
Yeah.
up to a timer or a trigger?
I don't know.
there is a dial on the flashbang, but you're not sure what that does, and it does have numbers on it, ranging from 1 to 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Want a trigger. We gotta invest in trigger-related bombs.
Yeah, we had a guy.
Kobo contacts you, Fred, and says, we're moving from our position. Clearly, our position's been compromised. We'll do our best to uh, reestablish communications in 2 minutes."
Okay.
Okay, I'll just tell them beware of drones.
We're
Yeah.
gonna go into the restaurant now that we know you're clear. 'Cause
Do you think you could direct
TM's railroading.
Okay.
Do you think you can direct the drones to the
Monopoly, man.
like I don't know if there's like a way you can just when we get in there have the drones come and just start fucking up the Tim Hortons.
I'm going to give you guys a couple minutes because I got to take a bio
I'm
break
just
real
fucking
quick.
with you about the
Wait a minute, George.
thing.
George,
You
was that
guys,
on
you
board?
guys, you guys have 2 minutes on uh, my clock here, but it might take me longer than that. So use them wisely.
Hey, George.
Yeah.
Yeah.
George, is that just a personal desire that you have a hatred of Tim Hortons, or
Sorry. No. My anti-Canadianness. Sorry.
Besides, Tim Hortons isn't a Canadian restaurant anymore. It's an
Oh,
Indian
no.
one now.
Oh, wonderful. The
don't you call them first people?
Wrong Indian.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
so well the
Dot, not feather.
the Howard what is it? The International House of Howard Johnsons, I guess.
Well, I'm just thinking, Justin, does that mean that they serve non-bread instead of bagels now? Never mind. I like non-bread.
So what I'm thinking is that maybe we can get the drones to take him out while we just try and grab Luna.
Yeah, well.
So it sounds like she's conscious. So now we don't have to worry about lugging around the thing, and then we just once like the building just is, being attacked, we grab Luna and run out.
I'm pretty sure she's only conscious because Shadow forgot that she was supposed to be frozen. So she might be frozen by the time we get in there.
She's that Sigourney Weaver, attire. She gets out of the Cairo thing.
Hopefully she won't remember what's happening right now.
That's right.
So let's see.
What happened to Newt? No.
So we need like a plan, I guess, to go in.
Well,
like, he
you know
wants us
what?
in.
If you guys can go in, since we got time and he's not on site, I'm going to go use the bathroom.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to use the bathroom for that one. And then I think that Nettie should go out and go over to the kitchen.
Yeah. I'm going to order some food.
I don't think he orders anything. He's just be like, yep, I'm taking this one and this one and this one.
I will have all the menu items on what's his name's bill.
Just be order up. Yeah.
Give me all the bacon.
I will have a roast chicken sandwich. Whole chicken.
I'll have
leave the bones in.
Dry white toast. 4 fried chickens. What's that? Blues Brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, Blues Brothers. I much prefer the one in Route 66. You ever see Route 66? No, that's a good movie.
Get your kicks.
I'm just thinking, Lif and Nikita, as they're like, okay, go to the bathroom in here. There's no window. They're just like, great.
Yeah. La Femme Nikita.
So
the movie or
plan
the TV
is
show?
The movie.
So a room with a view.
Well, they did a remake almost. Well, I forgot what that one was called. They basically did
a room with a view. Yeah,
no,
it was a room with a view. Oh, it starred. It starred what's her name? That really blew up from single white female.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I know what you're talking about. That
Single white female.
Yeah, I forgot what that one was called. No, I was thinking. No, I'm talking about the original one with.
I'm gonna grab a little snack. Back.
Yeah. No, the original was
Ooh.
La Femme Nikita, the movie.
Yeah, right.
Point of No Return.
Yeah, that was what you're thinking. Yeah, Room with a View. I'm like, wait a minute. I think after on what it says, a British romance film. I'm like,
Yes.
That's good cake.
It's a good film, though. It's a miniseries, actually.
You can't have any chocolate.
Point of No Return.
Sorry, dude.
Yeah. No, I remember watching that one, but I was like, why am I not just watching the more French version?
Because you can understand this one. We had both of them on cassette. With Bridget Fonda.
Yep. We sit in the cleaner.
Didn't she like disappear off the map after that?
Bridget Fonda's last movie was in 2002. It was Snow Queen. And yes, she disappeared off the map after that, and then became 3 times the size of a hippo. She went from being a stick to a ball. A beach ball.
Well, what was that other one? The one from Cheers. Did the same thing.
No.
Christy Alley?
Christy Alley did not get that big. In comparison?
So where is each of your characters right now? Starting with Nettie.
I believe I am raiding the kitchen. I'm like, where is the turkey? And why isn't it got a duck stuffed in it?
Why doesn't it have a cow stuffed in it?
No turkey. No turkey. Only solid chicken.
Solid chicken. Okay, but I want like a whole link of sausages. And you have sausages. It's the name of the restaurant.
In the freezer. In back freezer.
Get
yourself.
Get myself. No. You work here. I am using someone else's money to buy food. You make sausage. I eat sausage. You don't make sausage. I shoot you in head.
You've been here for an hour.
I have not been here for an hour.
All you can eat.
Yes, it is now.
He throws his butcher knife, and it sticks to the magnetic thing on the wall. In a huff, he goes, "They're frozen. You want me to cook for you too, fatty?"
Flash fry. Flash fry. This is future.
You should eat some vegetables.
And the only vegetable I eat is sausage. Wrapped in bacon. Stuffed into a turkey.
He goes into the freezer. You don't see him again.
I have no problem with Soylent Green if you give me more lip.
So he's the only cook?
Apparently.
It's probably not even a cook. There's a robot back there.
I'm gonna go back there and check out their
Is that cake?
That's chocolate cake.
See what they got.
Oh, you fucking
Maybe
bastard.
I'll cook for Natty. I'll start grabbing some stuff. Grab the griddle.
No. There's a guy. They got a guy for that. Besides, like, we don't got time for you to butcher.
You're supposed to be waiting at the booth.
Well, maybe it'll confuse them.
The waitress pops her head through the opening where the food serves. Table 33, your order's ready.
Oh.
Stop harassing the cook.
What's what's it like? Shaker eating? What's
He's
Mr.
not here
Shaker
yet.
gonna have? What does he want to eat? I'll cook him up something.
Waitress, don't let him cook anything, because
Oh, come on.
if you let him cook, the cook will go missing.
Where'd the cook go? Where'd Chimmy go? Where's Chimmy?
He had to go get
You,
something
you didn't
in
eat
the.
Chimmy, did you?
Not yet.
No, he just went to the. He just went to the freezer. Right here, and I go stand in front of the freezer door,
Come on, Poppin' Fresh.
holding it
Your
closed.
table's ready.
Wait. I want to take a look in the freezer.
All right, let's go see what's in
It's
there.
a typical freezer. Some animals, frozen animals hanging on one wall. A whole bunch of boxes on another wall. The back wall is full of uh, like plastic jugs and different uh, liquid containers. That's it.
I'm just thinking Justin's disappointed because he doesn't have a cow, pig, lamb, stuffed full of.
Is Charlie Chan in there?
Nope.
Where'd he go?
Where's Jackie Chan? That's who we need.
No, it's Charlie
Jimmy.
Chan.
His name's Jimmy.
Yeah, Charlie Chan.
I'm gonna look for any kind of secret door that he may have went into.
Roll me 2 dice.
I feel like my OSE game right now, where I can get a little better rolls on that.
I don't look around for a sack.
12. 12.
Nice. One of the rubber floor mats, those awful things with the holes in them.
Mm-hmm.
Gross.
It's askew.
Mm-hmm.
I daintily lift it up and pull it over.
Those things are pretty heavy. You're gonna need both hands.
All right, I'll use both hands.
And there is a trap door looking affair.
I will. I'll tell Natty. He went down a trap door.
Wait, do you see any sacks, empty onion bags, that kind of thing?
Maybe they're down beyond this door. I'm gonna go take a look and try to open it.
I see like a bag of onions and I empty it out on the floor. And I grab some sausage links and I shove them into the bag and I tie it to my belt.
Okay. All right.
I go to follow, but I realize that the trap door is like 3 feet square.
No, it's more like 5 feet.
Shut up, man! I was saying it was so small I couldn't get through. I might be able to fit through 5 feet, maybe.
Maybe they use it for.
Well, there's plenty of bacon grease. You could, oil yourself up and.
Lather right up. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I remember telling my coworker that one time. He had several choice words to me about that. He's like, "You can go down that trap door." I said, "You can go down there yourself." He says, "I can't get down there." I said, "If we put enough butter on you, you could." He said, "Motherfucker, there's not enough of you to get me down that."
All right, so I go down the trap door if it opens or unlocks or whatever.
Yeah. I kick the trap door like really hard in a way that will cause it to warp so it can't be closed or locked behind us.
Okay.
Oh, okay, good idea.
I just stamp on it, mangle that fucking hinge. If I had a laser pistol or a laser scalpel or something like that, I'd cut that fucking thing.
Oh, you need a laser pistol? You should have just asked. I had 2 of them.
I got a gas pistol.
Where are you at this moment, Fred?
I said I'm in the bathroom.
Oh, you're in the bathroom? Okay.
I'm
in
trying
real
to
life.
There's an exit out of here, too.
If I can... Unlike you, he isn't polite enough to mute while he's taking a piss.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah.
Josh. The stairs go down about 20 feet. It's big industrial metal stairs, with the holes in them, so liquids and stuff will drain off.
You know exactly what that's like from the Soylent Burger.
Mm. It's just like the basement of the Soylent Burger.
And you roll me 2 dice.
Snake eyes now.
Really?
Yeah.
You get to the bottom of the stairs, and you hear "Don't move" from a really gravelly voice, very, very, very familiar voice, as something round and tubular is pressing it ever so gently at the back of your skull.
I don't move.
Okay.
Let's see. But then
I see this through the stairs, and
Roll me
no
2
one might.
dice to see if you see this.
Yeah, you can see.
He just tries tucking and rolling. That's what he's
Yeah,
doing.
that kind of fucking. This thing's upside down. I gotta get a new cell phone case.
I'm just thinking that he's going to tuck and roll, and it's going to be like Indiana Jones.
No, I got an 11.
All right,
On
you
2d6.
see a mountain of an individual in a black leather trench coat.
Yeah, I know what I see.
Sneak up behind poor Josh and is pointing something in the back of his head.
Okay, now I know my good buddy Josh has got some dexterity, right? What's your dex?
no, I got a normal average guy dex. I can my only really main thing is my strength and my education.
Okay, you don't think you could dodge really quickly?
I could try. I would try. He's probably got a little adrenaline going.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Yeah, well, all you see is tumbling down the stairs, a little black thing about yay big, and it's slightly beeping. Throwing a flashbang down there, motherfucker. Close your eyes.
All right, I got some armor, so maybe it'll help. And that was kind of my plan earlier.
Yeah,
so I'm okay with this.
Yes. I step to the side of the thing. I look away and I chuck a flashbang into the hole. And I close my eyes. And I plug my ears.
Which is it?
Well, I close my eyes and I plug my ears.
Oh, okay. I got you holding your hand over your eyes.
Yeah.
Roll me a couple of 6s. Add your dex bonus, athletic bonus if you've got it.
Who, me or Josh?
Nettie.
Oh.
Nettie, what'd you roll?
You're muted.
Yeah, we can't hear you.
Oh,
It was the greatest amount of bliss we've had in the entire session.
11. I was checking my stats. Okay. I guess I hit the space bar when I moved my keyboard.
All right.
Very nice.
Yeah, you really roll but one better on that one. That's pretty epic. You may have saved Josh's life from the same fate as Constance, and they could be together at last.
Playing cards in the friend zone for the rest of eternity.
Ow, that's hard. Ooh.
I'm not in the friend zone.
Oh, that flashbang could have only rolled 1 pip higher on what it could have done to Shaker.
Yeah.
Josh, what were you doing?
If I heard the thing hit the ground, I think I would have put 2 and 2 together and try to dodge away from the gun and everything.
I'll give you a 2-die roll plus dex if you've got it.
I got no
or
dex.
athletics.
I have a proficiency in athletics, but no pluses in athletics.
Yeah, it's just like, yeah, don't worry about it. So roll me 2 dice.
All right. 7.
Okay. Could have been better, but it could have been a lot worse.
Mhm.
The flashbang goes off. The echo rips through the underground area as well as all the way up into the International House of Howard Johnson's, setting off the sprinklers, which will alert Omen that something is definitely amiss.
All right. I go to booth 33.
Nobody there.
Ah, great. Nettie got into the grease. Ah,
The plus size blondie waitress. You ever made it with a blondie waitress? You know what that line that's from?
no, I don't remember that.
Okay.
So when did the International House of Pancakes merge with a hotel chain?
Right along the same time that Costco did during Idiocracy.
Sometime in the 2300s.
Okay.
The big fat blondie waitress says, "Your friends are fucking around in the freezer."
Oh,
They did. Oh my god, my mascara.
okay, Flo. We're
The
gonna.
Lazy Susan. What's her name?
Lazy Susan.
From
I was just thinking of Alice. You know the TV show with Flo, the blonde.
No.
I'm thinking of the waitress on the cover.
It's
of
funny.
the,
I was thinking Mrs. Garrison from Facts of Life, but okay.
Yeah. No, it was all that same time period in the 70s.
Yeah.
All right. Except we got a Chinese Mel. You know what? It's Mr. Miyagi because that was the guy that owned the one in Happy Days.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Frank Morita.
Yep. I don't remember what the character's name was. So anyway,
Al.
I think
okay.
it was like Al's Diner, and then he was like, or Mel's, Al's, and then like later on, his name was like Takahashi or something like that. And he's like, well, I bought it with a sign that said Al's, so I'm Al. I'm not gonna write Takahashi on there.
All right. Okay.
Fred, what are you doing?
I'm going over to the freezer.
Okay.
You know.
You open the freezer and you can see the rubber mats have been thrown aside. Nettie's doing one of these, and there's a stairwell leading straight down into the center of the floor of the freezer.
Okay. Well, I mean, there'd be plenty of time for them to do their actions. I'm assuming that Naze is pushing Shaker up against the wall and just jiggling himself up against him like some horrible hooker at a strip club, so he can't move while he's screaming for help that he can't breathe.
No. The first thing I do is blow his knee off with
The bolt gun.
with my Gauss pistol.
Okay. Well,
I don't play these games. You get hurt first, and then I ask you questions.
That's right.
And then you get hurt some more.
Josh,
Yes.
the flashbang goes off, and it knocks both of you to the ground. Just like at the end of the movie Rocky, you're both struggling to get up. See who's going to get up first.
I'm gonna try and grapple with him.
Okay, this guy is twice your size and 4 times your weight.
Oh boy. Well, my only attribute that's better than anything else is I got a +1 strength, which isn't great, but
Mm-hmm.
I would think of myself as a strong guy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna grapple with him. I'm gonna try and keep him on the ground.
All right.
Well,
roll me
he's
2
doing
dice.
2 dice.
Just straight 2 dice.
No plus strength.
Nope, just straight 2 dice. So, consider it an opposed roll versus
All right.
his 2 dice.
A 3. Where's 5 plus 3? 8.
Oh, all right.
Mm-hmm.
You've got him on the ground. He's like face down.
Ah. All right. I'm down on the ground, face down. Did I have a knife? I think I had a dagger. Dagger. I have a dagger. I'm gonna cut his
Yeah.
throat.
No. We need
If I
him
can reach-
alive.
Well, it might take him a while to bleed out. I'll put the dagger to his throat. How about that? If I can, if I can, do I need both hands to keep him down? I assume he's a big guy.
Yeah. Roll me
Stab
2
him.
dice to see if you can successfully uh, perform the maneuver of getting like one arm around his neck and the other arm with the knife like pointed in his neck
Okay.
Um.
or some such
7.
similar.
Mhm.
You said 7?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, roll off.
Oh.
You guys
Great.
are rolling around on the floor now.
Oh no. What I roll?
Neither one of you is squealing yet.
Roll 2 dice.
Yeah.
8.
Ooh. You managed to get the upper hand just barely.
By the time I get there, I'm going to use my stunner and try shooting the.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna go down the stairs while I hear them struggling.
Yeah.
You hear it banging around and grunting and things,
Well, because
metal crashing against metal.
I can get a foot on one of his hands. He's not fucking getting off of that.
One at a time. One at a time.
You've got the knife pointed at, like somewhere near his neck area. Then what?
Where's Luna?
He takes you and him and crashes you both into the nearest wall. He will get cut and start bleeding, but you take 3 points.
3 points. I'm definitely down there
All right.
by now.
They're both standing and slamming into different parts of the shelving units and walls.
I rush at Shaker. I tackle him.
Roll 2 dice.
2 dice. And I've got my Gauss pistol out.
Okay.
When I do that, just 2. Okay, I
What
got.
do you like? Pistol whip him or?
11.
Okay.
No. When I get him down, I shove it into the crook of his elbow and fire.
He's not. He's on his feet actually.
If I've tackled him, he's not on his feet. Especially if I got an 11.
Tell you what. Roll me a d6.
Single D6?
Yep.
Okay. I got a 1.
Yeah, he's on his feet.
Okay.
And with the Gauss pistol,
The Gauss pistol?
what are you doing with it?
Well, if I'm not gotten him on the ground, I put it on his shoulder and fire.
Okay. Roll to hit with a +3 to do so.
Okay. That is a total of 15.
Ooh. Okay. Roll your 3 dice.
Was it 3 dice?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it was. And that's armor piercing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what was it? Because there was another thing there. That book. AP3 auto 2. Yeah. Okay.
83. What?
AP auto armor piercing
Okay.
3.
Okay.
I got a total of 8 on the first shot. It's auto 2, so
Okay. That blasts off his cybernetic arm, and you can still see things, going into his rib cage and shoulder, but that arm is gone, and the shoulder servo is still, trying to do shit but not doing shit.
yeah.
And he is also gushing blood.
Cool. You do exactly what we tell you to, or the next one goes through your neck. And I move the Gauss pistol to his Adam's apple.
Okay.
All right. Where's Luna? Bitch.
Where's the crystal?
No, you don't get no crystal now. Three. Two.
Crystal or the bitch dies.
I'm okay with that.
I don't get the crystal. I'm dead either
Pull.
way. Pardon?
I pull the trigger.
All right. Roll your damage.
Unless somebody quickly tells me to stop. No, okay.
I'm not telling you to stop.
Okay.
I'm like, maybe
I'm
we'll
not
have
sure
to-
what you're doing until you pull the trigger the second time. You know?
Well, you can see I've moved it to his. You said
Yeah,
you came down here as
He's
well.
not letting
so-
us live no matter what.
Yeah. So, same D2 plus 3. Was it?
No, it's 3. I thought it was 3D straight.
Yes, 3D straight. I thought. Well, we'll find out.
It's 3 for the damage.
What the heck was that?
Something updated.
Okay, yeah, it's 3 dice.
Okay. Plus 3, right?
No, you can't miss.
Yeah, it's AP3 Auto 2.
Just don't hit me.
Okay, so I'm rolling just 3 dice.
3 dice.
Okay, it's an 11.
Okay, his head explodes.
Well,
Oh man.
well, it sucks to be that guy. Let's look around and see if we can
It
find
does
Luna.
suck to be him because he's now a big fat grease stain, kind of twitching on the ground. And Josh is doing that. Thank you for not making me have to describe that. Whatever you do, spit, don't swallow.
Yeah.
It's just like, a watermelon that fell down on the floor.
You now know what it was like to be at the Gallagher 24-24 last performance.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Front row.
Yeah.
Legimatic.
I don't think Josh would have a problem with that. He's put plenty of people through the blender.
Yeah. All right. Is there a towel anywhere?
I just assume at Soylent Burger they deliver the corpses to the restaurant, and you guys have to mix it with the algae paste yourself.
No. They're more professional than that. They've got a big, huge factory that just stamps out patties and sausages and
It cuts up the humans into manageable parts first.
It's
and then sends them to
Upton
the
Sinclair's
local
The
restaurant.
Jungle. It's Upton Sinclair's The Jungle. That's all it is.
yeah. After the the last incident, before Fred was doing conspiracy theory shows, they had another guy, and well, he got served up medium rare.
He was a part of the double meat medley.
Yeah. So we got to find Luna now.
She's around here somewhere.
Yeah, we'll start.
If we don't find her, it's not a really big loss.
Oh,
We'll actually get a drink on the ship.
Kobo says,
anywhere.
what the hell's going on? What's going on?
target neutralized, but we got to find Luna. You guys can come in.
Yeah.
I'm going to grab his, as of course I grab a nice,
I'm going to
Nice
search his
napkin.
pockets for his wallet.
napkin, and then, yep.
Yeah, you find his wallet, his data pad, various other trinkets that I'll write down.
I give the
keys.
techno crap to
His clothes might fit
Ralph.
fit Justin because he's very big.
Ooh,
they both stop
leather
and-
jacket. No, this guy's like a third my size, man.
Well, he's taller.
Eh.
They both shop at the big and tall.
Yeah.
Well, and not so much tall, just big.
Did the hat survive?
The hat, yes, the hat survived. The trench coat's fine if you don't mind it missing a sleeve.
I pocket the credit chip and give the techno crap to Omanow's character, and the other crap to
Kobo and Azumi will be there in 5 minutes.
Yeah, I take the
Ralph.
hat and I give it to Justin. Like, I think you deserve this.
I'm not a hat guy, man. Look, it doesn't go with my goggles.
Okay.
Justin is more of a plastic bag kind of guy.
Shut up.
Shut up. That's it.
Well, I haven't had a hat that wasn't paper for a very long time.
Yeah, you get to graduate to the big boy hat. You think they trust you with a paper hat at Soylent Burger?
I'll put the hat on.
Oh, hey, look, it's a whole new man. Look badass and shit now.
Fred, the limo driver is contacting you.
Okay.
I'm going to have to make that delivery a little bit early.
Cool. We can hear you. You're telling us this, right?
Yeah. No, I have it on. Okay. 1 second while I send you the location. All right, where should I send her?
Warn her about the roadblock.
She's like 3 minutes out from the International House.
Oh, okay. So she's going to bring him here? All right. Sounds cool. Sounds good.
Let's look around for Luna while we're waiting.
Hey, I'm going to look at the data pad, see if I can find out where she is.
Yeah. It's encrypted. It's going to take you a while to do that. The looking around a little in the underground area, you'll find an office with a communications center. You'll find a room with a massive freaking computer. You'll find an arsenal type room. You know, your typical, guns everywhere along the walls, crates of things that civilians should not own.
All right, I want the plasma rifle in the 40-watt range.
Yeah, I'm looking for armor, plus size armor. This guy was hefty.
Yeah, you'll definitely find something you could squeeze into.
Yeah, I'm gonna find some armor. You tell me what to look up later.
Okay, and
some more ammunition for my gas pistol.
And when you get to the main office, you'll see that there's a wall of screens, typical supervillain setup with screens watching different things. But the center screen is a dark chamber with Luna, like chained on like an inclined plate of some sort, and the chamber is filling with liquid. Sort of a brownish liquid.
Who the fuck sets that kind of thing up?
Brown liquid.
That's some kinky shit.
Be gravy.
And Luna is screaming, but you can't hear her.
Yeah.
I asked Omen if he can kind of backtrack where this signal's coming from.
All right, I'll try doing that.
It can't be far from here because he was in the same room as her when she was screaming earlier, so.
Yeah, that could have been him with the volume on.
Yeah. She was responding to shit we were saying, so.
Chat's been quiet, or is my?
I think. I
don't think anyone's listening.
They're just listening in.
Yeah.
I'm okay. And you can see whatever the liquid is.
Raven ditched us.
Yeah, it's perfect that it's stuck at WTF from Raven this whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And whatever that liquid is, it's slowly rising. It's up to her belly button at least.
Okay, can we track it down? That was
roll me 2 dice.
All right. And this should just be regular. So this would be
It's
an 11.
moderate. What?
An 11.
Okay. It's within 300 yards,
All right.
but it's
Yeah.
not within this complex. It's above ground.
All right, guys. It's above ground. It looks like she's Well, you know what? We can do one of two things. We can rescue her, or we can just end her quickly, and it's just the people who are actually playing the cat. No, I'm just. No.
I guess
right.
if you can try to figure out how from here to shut off the water, the liquid, and then we'll try to find her from the outside.
I'm going to try figuring out where. Well, let's see. Yeah, I don't know where she is. You know what? If Luna is screaming, why is she doing a little psychic thing? Like, here I am, something.
Because Azumi's not here and you guys aren't receptive.
Ah.
Mm.
Okay.
But
Well,
Azumi's outside, right?
Azumi's outside.
All right. Communicate to Azumi. We know that she's within 300 yards. Please try contacting her, directing us so we can find her.
As you guys are like going outside the restaurant, Flo is frantic. What the hell's going on? Where's Jimmy? Where's Jimmy? Jimmy, the chef, the cook.
He disappeared.
Yeah, where is Jimmy?
We thought you ate him.
So he went into the fridge,
Mhm.
and then didn't come back. So he's got to be down here somewhere. We have to find Jimmy.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just ransack the whole area, see if he's in. Try to find any secret. I guess we already had one secret.
Okay,
door.
roll me 2 dice.
4.
You don't find Jimmy.
Mm.
I'm going to go outside and
very
start
weird.
listening for screaming from the outside of the place.
You don't hear anything. It's
Yeah.
about that time that Cobalt and Azumi come running in from different directions. Report. What's going on?
We still can't find Luna. She's trapped somewhere around 300 yards away from here. We're not sure. She's in a chamber that's about to be flooded completely. Well, sort of Bond villain style. And we have no clue where she is.
Retro Bond or
Yeah, retro Bond.
It's
Neo
Dr.
Bond?
Evil style.
Bond.
It's Dr. Evil style. I could just kill him. No.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Is
Just
Azumi doing
Azumi does her thing, all freaking camera freaking right in her face, doing her freaking woo 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 thing, and then she looks and turns and points to the big old tanker truck. She's in there.
Oh gosh.
I saw a plasma cannon or something down there. We could probably cut
In the
the
4-watt range.
just slice
All right,
the end of that truck off.
Only what's on the wall.
Only what you see.
I'm gonna go to the truck and see if there's like a hatch or anything that can open up.
There is an
I'm
emergency
pretty sure
release.
there's a thing. They just cut the whole end off, man.
Oh yeah, just to release the water, release the liquid inside of it.
There is an emergency release.
I'll pull that.
You do
Liquid
that.
up.
You
Roll me
do
2
that,
dice.
and I'll go get something from down
I
there.
have a +1 strength. If that helps.
You haven't been taking your damage off your strength, huh?
No, my endurance.
Okay. You're pretty tired then.
A 5.
It's not coming loose.
Oh damn it! I pull out my laser scalpel and see if I can cut something.
Okay, it's going to be slow going, but okay, roll me 2 dice.
Ah! Okay, different dice.
Oh, I forgot.
8.
All right. What were you going to say?
Earlier when I got bandaged up, did I get any heal for that?
No, it wasn't fast enough.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to within 1 minute.
which is really retarded. But we'll work on that later. I know from having been injured, uh, a minute, 5 minutes, as long as it's not much longer than that, where you start bleeding out even more damage. Josh, you've cut through the bolt. Not the bolt, but the bolt housing. It seems to be kind of tight, either from paint or maybe rust or something. You can give it another go with strength.
3.
3.
Yeah.
That's right.
I say, Azumi, can you pull this open, please?
He wants someone to help him. He wants an assist.
Little old me, sure.
I'm exhausted from the fight.
She's pulling. She's got her feet. She's like literally off the ground pulling on this thing, and it ain't moving.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna try rushing up there. I'm gonna try going to the top of the tank or wherever, and I'm gonna try to just find the emergency valve just to whatever the well, a lot of times you can just do the there's usually just something you can. Well, yeah, you're right. Anyway, we should be able to pull this damn thing off. Otherwise, we'll just let her drown. Actually, you know what part of me wants to do in this case is not that it's my favorite, but yeah, I'm going to try going in the cab and see if I can turn off whatever's in there.
Okay, roll me 2 dice.
Okay. I got an 8.
You can turn off the pump.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to turn off the pump.
Okay. There's also a reverse button.
Okay, we'll try the reverse button to suck the stuff
Truck runs
out.
me over now.
Okay.
Beep, beep, beep. Wait a minute. That's
And you
Nettie
can see the
backing up.
hose that's going into the ground is.
Well, no, that was Nettie backing up. That's not
No,
the
the hose is. You can see it vibrating.
Yeah.
It's now pushing the stuff in the opposite direction.
Okay, good.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
So it was
Seriously,
sewage.
Was there anything on the wall back down there that would have just cut the end of this fucking?
Oh yeah, most certainly.
So I've gone down to grab that,
Okay.
and I'm coming back with it, and I'm just gonna slice the end of the fucking truck off, like the back end.
Okay. 5 minutes later, you come back up, winded as hell, and you've got something out of freaking.
Oh, I'm always winded as hell.
You've never been this winded in your life. You can literally see your heart pumping through the armor that you put on.
Yeah, you're gonna have to tell me what I grabbed off of the book later.
It's
Give me a page number.
It's some sort of beam laser cutting mining tool.
No, the armor.
Yeah, absolutely.
Whatever this is, I
Right.
don't care.
Should you make it through this, I will do you right. You're carrying something that takes 3 hands, but you've got 2. It's strapped over your shoulder, and it's some sort of like mining laser cutter.
Okay. And I just line it up with the like back foot of the
Vehicle?
septic truck or whatever it is,
Okay.
and just like slowly straight line down the thing or up or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. What do I need to roll?
2 dice. It's always 2 dice, unless it's
No. Well, I'm
not going to tell you what you need. All right. What's the fun in that?
all the fun. I got an 8.
An 8.
Yeah.
All right. Now roll me a
Two and a
D6
6.
and D6, but times by 10.
So, just times whatever the D6 is.
Yeah.
So a 5 times 10 is 50.
Oh, okay. That cuts through.
100.
It cuts through like butter. The back end falls and clangs that you can hear a mile away as it hits the pavement, and this brown, sweet smelling, sticky stuff just.
Was
Molasses.
that corn syrup?
Gutter oil, I think.
It's molasses, or you know what it is? It's Canadian syrup. That's what it's coming
No,
down to.
it's corn syrup. This is the future. It's corn syrup.
I think it's the Chinese guy. He's getting gutter oil to fry his stuff. I know this business. It's gutter oil.
It's rice grain oil.
The liquid gushes out, and you could hear Luna screaming, "Get me the fuck out of here!" echoing through the empty container.
Yeah. This is not bourbon. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Somebody fast, get her a drink, please. Before we even do medical examination, somebody has to get her a drink.
I worked at a industrial plant that made Chinese food. You know, the trays that you get at the grocery store, and we had the rice grain oil, right?
Okay.
And we had a fucking thing in the kitchen that was a 50-gallon, like not a 50-gallon. It was floor to ceiling and like 5 feet across. It's like a 5,000-gallon drum that they had a truck come in, a hose go through the side door, and pump the fucking thing full of oil.
Yeah, my place where I get water every 2 weeks, they've got 3 of those 5,000-gallon plastic water receptacles. I'm like, the prepper and me just like, man, that's the business to open.
Yeah.
The guy just sits there all day doing nothing, waiting for people to come in, and then turns the faucet on, turns the faucet off. It's fucking great.
Hydraulic despotism.
Everybody roll me 2d6.
I get an 11.
Okay.
6. I'm rolling terrible tonight.
I got a 10.
Okay. The two of you rolled over an 8. As you're looking in the chamber, and you see Luna struggling like crazy up to her. Her clothing is discolored from the liquid all the way up to right about her shoulders, and she's struggling to get out. And Cobalt will look around and, oh God, $18,000 suit gone to shit. And he climbs up into the vehicle and starts trying to free Luna from the sticky mess. The two of you rolled over 10s. We'll look over on the side of the truck, on the side that you hadn't seen before, and it says Soylent Syrup Inc. With a big leaf behind the lettering.
So it's not even corn syrup. It's some sort of fucking human-made syrup.
It's hemp syrup. That's what it is. She's as high as a kite right now. You know.
She's gonna want a nice long bath in real water. Just saying.
Too bad you're bathing in corn syrup.
You guys, it could have been something far worse. I know a guy named Bruce. Just saying.
It's Soylent water. You could have bathed in.
No, it's the future's equivalent to maple syrup.
Yeah, people.
No, maybe they diversified. You know, who knows? Maybe it is hemp oil. You don't know. You taste it.
It's 30% real organic material.
Any MSG?
Oh.
And eventually she staggers out with the help of Cobalt. His suit is ruined.
Yeah. You could afford one of us to go in there.
I'm already pretty messy. There's just brain juice all over me.
And at that moment, you see a limousine swerving through the parking lot.
Hey, look! Our appointment's here. It's our trusty and loyal backup. Oxen. I point the big ass laser plaster cannon mining core thing right at the limo.
And
fire.
Which part of the limo do you fire at?
Well, it's coming straight on, so
Well, it screeches to a halt, kind of fishtails.
I remind him we need the crystal.
okay. I wait. I still shoot the back end.
Throw flashbang in there when it opens. Boom.
I cut the limo in half. Okay, I'll be nice. I'll cut it right down the middle. Is this stretch limo?
Yes.
Okay, I cut it straight in half.
Roll a hit.
Roll the hit. Make sure it's 2. I got a 5. 2d6.
Okay, you're cutting through it, and the limo driver swings the door open, runs. What the? I bring you your package. This is what the fuck.
I kind of in mid shot swerve towards the distraction.
Uh-huh.
So I'm cutting down, and she pops into the door, and I just like swing over to her.
Roll me 2 dice.
11.
And you
I've
cut her
gotten
in
a
half.
lot of these tonight.
Yeah, you cut her in half. One and one.
Yeah.
And she flops to the ground.
It's like, ooh, shit. I don't think I was supposed to do that. I power the laser off. I say, get out of the fucking car slowly, you goddamn treasonous traitor, Gaylord.
He's unconscious.
He's been gassed, remember?
Oh, well, I didn't know that. Yeah, it's good enough. Just news to me. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have blown up the the cab, the limo. I gingerly hand the laser cannon over to Fred. Maybe you should take this.
Kobold says, "All right, guys."
I say she's half the woman she used to be.
Oh.
And then I say to a natty, and you're 3 times the man I am.
Man, I'm at least 5 times the man you are.
Kobold says an ambulance and backup's on the way. I suggest you 3 make yourself scarce. Maybe get back to the ship. Maybe get a drink or something. Just don't be here in like now.
Okay.
Right.
I waddle down the street.
Okay.
Just a quick question because I did grab one weapon. What was the selection of the weapons downstairs?
I'm gonna let you pick something nice out of one of the catalogs if you like.
Okay.
Uh,
I'm kind
I
of happy
grabbed
with what I
armor
got.
and a shit ton of ammo for my gun.
I'll grab like any grenades that he has.
all right. I don't know what books you guys have access to, but give me a list later. You make yourself scarce. Luna gets into an ambulance, and there's hover vehicles over the scene. A G carrier comes down, and
I kind of want to bring Luna with us, but
they're not letting her in any establishment.
well, I was wondering if my lab ship has come yet.
You don't know. You'll have to get back to the Grayhawk to make contact.
Okay.
And as you're across the street, you can see Kobold and Azumi are taking oxen and throwing them in the G carrier. And there's like 50 different guys in power armor, not power armor, but the typical body armor, the same armor that you saw on during the Vega Court incident.
Omanal, you have the equipment book, right?
I have several of them.
Okay, I just sent the
Yeah, you guys could pick something nice out from that, depending on what it is. If it's like Tech 15, no. But 13 is definitely within the range of Shaker's capabilities. I assume you are still carrying around that mining piece of mining equipment, or did you leave it there? Fred?
I I gave it to Fred. So.
I'm not carrying that thing. That's way too heavy.
Oh, if you want to give it back to me, I'll carry it.
Yeah, you carry it.
All right, you guys find yourself at a nearby drinking establishment. Black cards in hand, or at least on the table, and whatever your heart's desires in the way of food and drink.
Cool.
You eat and drink your fill, and it's about midnight, a good 6 hours from this particular incident at the International House. You get a message. Time you guys get back to the ship, don't you think? You want me to call you a cab?
I can drive.
You are not dead, Raven.
Drunken.
I don't normally kill off PCs when they're not here. That's just bad form and one of those cardinal things I don't do.
Well.
You're sticky though. You were sticky.
Yeah, you were
not in a
involved
good
with
way.
Justin and Justin.
Well, it depends. I mean, if you've got a fetish for maple syrup, you're in hot heaven.
You're covered in soy
It's
oil
not a good
and
way.
MSG, though.
Yeah,
It's the equivalent of maple syrup.
Yeah.
So you've been cleaned up by now. Like dead yet?
Let's see if that popped up. Oh yeah.
So do you take the offer of a cab?
Can you make sure they send us one of those minivan cabs?
Wouldn't have it any other way.
Send us a Johnny cab.
Can the cab driver be female?
I know a certain redhead I can send.
Wait, did we cut her in half?
No, the other one from the green cab.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm sure she could use some overtime.
Yeah, but her car was small. You gotta switch vehicles first.
Yeah. They have other vehicles. This was a short notice thing. They'll be there in about 15 minutes. I'll have another drink on me. Lord knows you've already had 50.
Yeah. I hand the bartender the card. That's reset its daily limit or whatever, and I ask for cash back, the maximum amount.
Okay, that's 30,000.
Okay, 30,000. Sweet. And I look over at I look over at Josh. I say, "Hey, bro, buy some peanuts or something and do this up."
Oh yeah. All right, I'll go to I'll buy something and see how much when it says like you go to the supermarket and says you want cash back. I'll put.
Would you like a Pepsi with those peanuts?
Pepsi. Oh God.
Get two. I'm thirsty.
Okay, diet. 2 diet Pepsi. Yeah.
All right, and your glass bottles.
Yes, please.
Well, what diet scheme do they have now? Because I'm drinking a zero sugar. Tastes like ass.
This is a negative sugar.
So it's
also caffeine free because we've drank a lot and we need to rehydrate. So we can't just
So it's
this is a Pepsi nanite. It actually goes in and eats up some of the calories.
Pepsi with Ozempic.
Oh,
Pepsi O. It's not Pepsi Zero. It's Pepsi O.
Yeah, the little
nanites
go in, and they try to attack the fat cells, but every once in a while they'll destroy a kidney or a liver or spleen.
They just get thoroughly exhausted with Justin. They're like, we just give up. We're done.
Yeah.
You've been here for an
They
hour.
form a union.
So another hour later, after Josh gets a phone number and the rest of you stagger on board the ship, Cobalt says Luna will be brought back to us in a day or two. In the meantime, get some rest. In the morning, we've got some things to discuss.
Yeah, I'm bitching with Josh about how we were able to get 40,000 from the Whataburger on the cashback, but we only got 30,000 this time.
Yeah,
fuck,
I guess they're being cheap.
Yeah.
Pull that All that SSS money.
Yeah, we're slowly grifting at the company as much as we can.
Hey, there's no Elon Musk in the future. What can I say?
Even Soylent Burger was more generous than these people.
Yeah, this is a dive bar. Oh, and by the way, that money, it actually gets printed as you ask for it. Just so.
Sweet, yeah. Yeah,
We're
we
inflating
stashed
the
the
economy.
80,000. We stashed the 80,000 we
That's
got
fine.
from the burger
That's
on the
fine.
ship.
The next morning, you get in your prospective rooms. You get a buzz. Wake up.
Mhm.
It's around 10 in the morning. Uh, you might or might not have a hangover. I don't know what you drank or how much. Uh, Azumi says the commander would like to see you guys in the common room,
Okay.
and sitting in the common room is Cobalt. Well, he's actually standing. Sitting in a chair is Oxnard. He's been duct taped to the chair. His cybernetic hand has been removed,
My name's Oxen. Shut up,
and,
Oxnard.
and there's also a strange. You almost think it's like a cooler, like a refrigerator box of some sort
Mhm.
on the table.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
he says, "Come on in, gentlemen. Uh, we're going to find out where that crystal is."
Yeah. Do you have his hand? The secret
Oh, his hand's on
compartments of
the
those
table. His
things.
hand's been removed and it's on the table.
Yeah,
We checked. We
so,
checked the cybernetic hand. It's not there. It wasn't on his person that we know of.
Hmm.
uh, Josh, bro, you're comfortable with surgery and you got a scalpel.
I lost. I got the purple thumb. I mean, the purple, the green thumb. The
Uh-huh.
green. I show. I show. Fred the my new thumb. It's a sort of an aqua green colored thumb, and it's got a little USB in it and everything. Yeah.
No,
Missouri
I
says,
mean
if you
like
like, sometime I can do your nails for you.
That's
I don't know if the thing will ruin the USB. So, do you guys think it's is in his arse?
I say you start slicing bits off until you find it.
He
But
says you'll never get it.
Shouldn't we let Luna like mentally like burrow into his head?
Luna's not here. She's still in
sick
intensive
bit.
care. Not so much intensive care, just intensive cleaning.
Hmm.
She'll be here in a couple of days.
Did we have
She's
any
hooked up
healing
to the
done to us
still.
or no?
What?
Did we have any healing done to us yet, or are we gonna?
Uh, just the healing of good old fashioned grain alcohol.
Oh, okay.
So you get a point or two back. I'll give you two.
Awesome.
Sweet.
And he says
Okay.
you'll never get the crystal. I'm never telling you. You can do your worst. I'm not giving it up.
Let's see. Do we have an X-ray machine we could put him through?
I'm just
Azumi says that won't be necessary.
You got any Miralax?
I say you pull out that laser scalpel, bro, and just slice a finger off,
Ah,
and then slice another one off, and then slice another one off.
I give Azumi the laser scalpel.
That won't be necessary yet.
Oh.
She walks up to him, puts her hand rather abruptly on his forehead, and he starts shaking and twisting and sputtering and foaming at the mouth. I'm never going to tell you. I'm never going to tell you. Hail Hydra!
Why would he hail Hydra?
Just that's something I thought to say. Whatever the name of the covert organization he works for is. Um,
it's good old Spectre.
mhm.
I'm taking this
Uh,
to Laura. I'm gonna have a collection of hats at the end of this.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I was going to get a World War II American captain's hat for OGGM's game, but then it abruptly ended. I'm like, oh man, I was having fun in that game too. Um, but we kind of wrote ourselves into an inevitable conclusion. But she says, "All right, I know where it is." Kobold
It's a
says, "All
sphincter.
right." Kobold says, "Where is it?" No, 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 no. And she
Okay.
says, as she puts her face like within a foot of his, she takes her finger and points and sticks it right into his cybernetic eye. It's in there.
Oh, I thought she was going to give him a wet
cool.
willy. She's going to lick his
She
ear.
thought about it. She thought about it, but she didn't really want her finger in
Wait.
here.
Wait. It's in a cybernetic eye.
Yes.
If we cut off everything starting at his feet up, we'll eventually get to it.
Good point.
Kobold says, no. Let me see that scalpel.
Yeah.
I hand him the scalpel.
And he turns it on. Click. Zzz, and you see a side of him you've never seen before as he goes in. And we fade to black.
Next
Go
week.
red.
Yep. I'm not gonna, get all gruesome as he cuts it out of his skull.
Yeah, that's my job. I get gruesome.
Yeah, that's not my.
Expect a lot of gore and bloody detail when we get.
He used the other
World
cutter. The big one.
And what was that? And what we're gonna reenact Bone Tomahawk?
Bone Tomahawk.
Did you watch that film, Justin?
I've seen it, but
Be right back. I just have to use the Rens.
So good game, everybody.
yeah,
That was
we
that
ran
was
along this session. But
yeah, but I mean, you guys were down to the wire. I was keeping track of the minutes, and
we
literally
good stuff.
you cut open the thing at the with 3 minutes to spare. Had you not gotten there, it would have been pretty messy.
I had to restrain myself several times. I got used to carrying the fucking game. Thank you, other players, for playing.
Good job, guys.
Hey, I carry my weight whenever I play.
Well,
You guys all did great. I wish Raven was here.
Yeah,
just
there
so
was
she
no
could've
reason.
screamed.
No
What?
reason for Raven to not log in.
She knows where the link is. Maybe she had other stuff to do. Maybe she thought
she was being she came in earlier. She came in at the same time I did.
mhm.
Yeah.
And she's more than welcome to come back next week, especially since Omen won't be here. Correct?
Yeah. Yep.
And that would be great to have Luna back. She's always fun to play with. Raven does a great job. But to be fair, her character will have the option now that she's done everything that she was supposed to do to go back home. She could say, I want to go back to my animals, etc. With a nice big fat, paycheck. She could probably buy the establishment and set up a chain of them with the equivalent of reward and compensation. And I'm not going to sue the government money.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking that if she goes home, we have to rescue her from giant trash pandas. Yeah.
She could also roll up a brand new character if she'd like, and play somebody else to come on board to replace Constance or the engineer, to go forward with the next leg of the journey. Provided you guys don't want to say, "Oh, I'm out too," and find out what's really going on, and put a stop to the Vox, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to carry this out for another month. I haven't actually set up anything for.
That's fair. But I don't want to go much longer than that, just because I would like to work on some other stuff, and I'm really looking forward to Justin running a game. I want to see what he can do.
It's going to be a short one.
So, Justin, what are we going to be doing for yours?
Morkborg. I'm just going to run the.
How many sessions is that one?
We're going to set up characters and whatnot, and then probably 2, 3, not too many.
Yeah,
Work is one of those that has like a really limited time frame. That's what I was asking.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to worry so much about the apocalypse end. I'm just going to do the dungeon that's in the book.
Okay.
And also understanding that Owen can only be here every other Saturday evening.
Yeah. So we'll probably just run it every other Saturday, and
that's fine. That'll give you plenty of time to give you time to do other stuff that you need to if there is prep work. Honestly, I did all my prep work about 45 minutes before the show. And
I'm too much of a slacker for that, though. So,
but it was.
One thing with Luna, I'm thinking is we could do, and depending on what you guys want to do, if we stick with the Grayhawk, or if we get my lab ship, I could maybe just set her up in one of the lab rooms. Maybe grab some abandoned animals from Mars, and her character would just be doing some veterinary stuff here and there.
But she has expressed a desire to get back home, but I'll talk to her later and see what she says.
What I'm thinking is that she can come and go with the ship, as we are.
She could also run a crew member of your ship, the lab ship, something similar if she's comfortable with that, or she could run someone completely different because her character was very low on the skill end, but she, another psychic will not hurt, if you guys continue forward with her, if she wants to, see this through.
It's okay that we have characters that are low on the skill end. That was the whole point of the game. Oh, my now.
You rolled up my character. Stop blaming me. It's because he's the one that rolled up my character. Like, oh, okay. Well, thanks, Justin.
Yes, but you're the one that took the extra term, and I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah. It's very tempting. It was very, because like when I was rolling up Shaker, because I did roll him up. I didn't just, I rolled him up, and he had an interesting career. He started out as a Marine, got dishonorably discharged because of a disaster, went into becoming a rogue for 3 terms, got in good with somebody, and then unfortunately went to prison for 8 years.
Okay.
Keeping his mouth shut, doing his thing, got out, and they set him up to do what he was doing.
Well, he went to the big prison in the underworld now.
Yeah.
It's for eternity.
Yes.
I just want to say that this was probably one of the best sessions I've ever played today.
Really? I'm glad to hear that. That means a lot. You guys did a really good job. I tried to keep up the tension. I've never watched an episode of 24, but I'm sitting there, even I'm like, my freaking restless leg syndrome is just like, fuck. They've only got 20 minutes, 15 minutes. I really like that for these kind of short sessions.
I wasn't gonna shoot Shaker, but he put a gun to the back of my buddy's head. I don't even remember his last name. He just serves me those good burgers from that place that has the green sun.
I don't think Josh has ever mentioned his last name.
No.
The jockey.
What?
The jockey. The jockey.
Yeah, I have it actually written down on my.
Yeah, you'll have to write that down for me because my ear sometimes is bad with names if I don't see them spelled out, unless they're like really common names. But it's
DE space JOKEY.
Oh,
the jockey.
The jockey. Okay, gotcha.
Nice.
If Traveler did the experience point thing, you guys would be going up a level. Just saying, which is something I will let you guys roll next week to see if one of your skills went up. I was supposed to do that a while ago, but I'm like, fuck it, they don't need it. They're doing fine. That was the point. to not run like skill, intensive characters with the traditional heroes.
Yeah.
The characters you want to play. These were characters that you know. Outcasts, misfits, degenerates, losers, uh, whatever. And not that any of them are losers, because you guys clearly saved the day again today, which proves that you know you can. You don't have to be the decorated war veteran or the freaking you know Zap Brannigan kind of character.
Yeah.
Uh,
Hey. If we could,
If-
we'd be Zach
if-
Brannigan. Like, well, how did you win against the Killbot? Well, they have a certain number of deaths before they turn off.
Yeah.
Kill people have turn- No, actually, if you look at it, my character's combat skill is only like 0. It gets +1 to dexterity, and I lucked out with the grenade.
yeah, that was a phenomenal roll. Uh, as was the damage for the flashbang. I gave it 3 dice and I rolled a 17.
Oh wow!
And he was a monster. Before you did a single thing to him, he started out with a 13 strength, 10 dex, 12 endurance, 9 intelligence, 9 education, 2 soc.
Oh,
Yeah, you guys literally had to do what, 10, 20, 30, 35 points of damage through his armor uh, to get him down.
Wait a minute. This was no. I'm not talking about Slacker or whatever. I'm talking about Shaker. I'm talking about the guy. I'm talking about as soon as like the
The
arcade
ambush on the street.
jumped out.
Oh yeah, those guys were just mooks.
Yeah, I
average
know.
7,
I'm just
8.
saying, but I'm saying I lucked out with that throw. And,
Yeah. hmm Had you not also done that as well, those 4 guys would have taken you out. It's just attrition. You guys are on more or less even footing, and there's 4 of them, 3 of you. At some point, Nettie and Fred would have been dead, and Josh would have been standing there with his armor falling apart as 2 or 3 of them just, lit him up.
Surrounded.
well, and here's the funny part. I didn't even have a laser weapon. I just had the stunner. So
Yep.
Yeah.
Right, but they weren't wearing, anything, like they had, like maybe reflect or Kevlar vest kind of thing,
yeah.
incognito, street undercover cop kind of gear. And reflect does dick against a stunner. It does great against a laser.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was a lot of fun. I am also looking forward to Pugmire.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that. I've got the newer books. I've got the older ones. I also got Squeaks in the Deep. So basically,
But I also realized that you've only got every other weekend, and you've also got other things going on. So after Justin's game, if you need any more time, I nominate George. If not George, I've got things I can run that are sci-fi. I've got some new things I want to test out. I've got some old things. I do have.
what are you looking at?
I was looking at. Uh, Chill. I was
Okay.
looking at what the hell was the other one? I was looking at Gamma World because Tanner's dying to get into a Gamma World game. I'm trying to keep it sci-fi.
I mean, that's one thing I'd like to try at some point. I just don't think I have. Is I'd like to try Mutant Crawl Classics, which has some of the interesting stuff in there. But
I don't have that one yet.
I think didn't I send you because I think I got like multiple. I'm not even knocking it.
I know you. I know you sent me Dungeon Crawl Classics. I'm pretty
I
sure
did.
you did.
Yeah.
Mutant Crawl, I don't know, but I also want it to be something that's really simple because I like the way compared to my Sunday game, which is very role played light. I'm going to say.
Yeah.
I really enjoy this game. It's easier with a smaller group. to be more in character and keep the some of the nonsense down, but I don't mind it. Uh, as a matter of fact, I'm probably a horrible DM for saying it, but I really enjoy the nonsense and the bullshit. This is a social activity. We're all friends, and
what I mean by that is, when I start looking at it, and having played a lot of the variants and going back, I'm like, man, certain ones I'm just like, the more I played AD&D, the more I realize what a mess it is. In certain cases, like, all right,
it's not perfect, but it had nothing to go by. It
no,
had
no, no.
nothing.
Well, what I'm referring to is you start looking at certain ones, and you're right for the time period. It is what set the stand for a lot of stuff. But I'm looking at some of them. I remember when I got in, we had BX, we had AD&D, they had Star Frontiers, they always talked about Traveler, but I never played Traveler. And then they talked about the granddaddy of them all, which I've never played, which was what was it? What was that one called?
Tunnels and Trolls.
No, Roll Master.
Oh dear God, no,
I know.
no.
No, I was like, because it sounded like it was really
You mean
cool.
Chart Master?
Which one?
Chart Master.
Chart Master.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like,
No, we're
oh
not
well,
doing.
we have.
It's got to be something that. I mean, like this is why Traveler's so good. The
I know.
mechanics are so streamlined, so simple. It's all you need. You know what I mean?
So
Yeah.
when I first looked at Traveler, and again, I've talked about this before. The first time I ever saw Traveler was in 2022, and
Oh,
I got a review copy, and I really liked what I saw. And
I literally started. Well, funny story. I was working at this game shop. I was 14, and I said I want to play Traveler to the boss. He's like, okay, uh, uh, just go talk to people in the game room. Someone will teach you. And this guy, I forget his name. He was like, he was very much like. Uh, you guys ever watch Sticks Hexenhammer?
yeah,
Okay, he
Yeah.
looked like that, right? And it's very much like that, like everything like that. But imagine, in the late like 79, 80, reeking
yeah,
of weed and everything. He's like, okay, you want to learn how to play Traveler? And he pulls out Space Opera. Okay,
oh,
if you've ever played or even looked at Space Opera, it's very akin to Chartmaster and is not Traveler because it says it right there on the book. And I'm like, after like 6 hours hanging out with this dude trying to learn the game, I'm just like, and then Bob Dreyer, the guy, the boss, is like, what's wrong? He tried teaching me Space Opera, and that's not Traveler. And he's like, oh, okay. Well, there's this guy, I forget his name, but he and his daughters are gonna have a inside the store, not inside the game room, teach you how to play Traveler next weekend. I'm like, oh, awesome. And the next weekend, I sat down. He taught it to me, and he had two very cute daughters, one older than me, who invited me to Knott's Berry Farm the very next weekend. And I'm like, all right, cool. Me and some buddies, we went to Knott's. I ended up throwing up all over the place and met my first girlfriend, who happened to be her best friend, and that was kind of embarrassing because I didn't know she had a crush on me. And Traveler was like my 14-year-old brain picked it up lickety split. It was just stats, skills. That's it.
Yeah.
There's no armor class. There's no hit points. As you take damage, you get weaker and less competent. And it's. I mean, think about it. If you use this system for any other genre, how easy
Mhm.
it would be, other than like spells or
You could do spells. Like I've always said, spells are just like fancy dressing around.
a skill.
Yeah, or a device.
Yeah,
Like
and
what is honestly functionally different than fireball and a grenade?
I.
Only certain people can
Not
do it.
really much. It's a good point.
Yeah,
Other than how many times you can do it,
yeah.
and whether or
Well,
not you have to roll to do it.
but functionally, the outcome is if you can do fireball, you can throw a grenade.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
The
If you look at the original stuff that Gygax did for a lot of it, it was either a cannon or an explosion. Like lightning bolt is a cannon.
Yeah.
You
It's
know.
like
Yeah.
it's like
there is one weirdness. I think it was some fireballs, or maybe I'm thinking of another spell. The fireball is actually coming out of the sky and not emitted from
Yeah,
the.
that's like flame strike or something.
yeah. Well, it's
Yeah.
like you know what we call that? We call that painting a target.
Yeah, there you go.
Napalm.
Well, we need to do that.
But no, I mean that's some of what he did for this. But overall, I mean, there's just certain things that you look at like, oh, okay, and yeah, it like I said, is looking at the stuff. Is I've got the Pugmire. I need to go double check the new stuff. I've got Squeaks in the Deep now, so
What's
basically,
that
Yeah.
game?
what's that?
Something in the deep. I've never heard. What is it?
Squeaks.
Squeaks in the Deep is where you can
Oh,
play
oh,
lab rats,
okay, gotcha.
lab rats
Excuse
and
me.
mice in the same world. So,
Okay. Yeah, and when it's your turn, Omen, we can
Sure.
because I don't want to leave you out. So the alternating weeks we'll just do regular chill streams and maybe
Yeah.
maybe talk about the upcoming things until you're ready.
Or
Yeah.
Or at some point we can have someone else run one game one weekend and one another game the other weekends and just go from there.
And
It's like
but I will say that I'm going to try to wind this up by the end of May.
okay.
So last days of May, great Blue Oyster Cult song. If you don't know it, go check it out. Um,
Yeah.
and then June will be Justin's time to shine as GM.
Yeah, and I'll try and wrap that up by the end of July.
Well, if we start June 1st ish.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, maybe August.
Yeah.
Okay, because July is a weird month around here, so I don't
Yeah.
know if Jackie's.
Well, if we're doing it every other week, yeah, sure, sometime in August. Or
I was just trying to figure out stuff that's going, for sci-fi. I've got a lot of different things.
Yeah.
Well,
that-
we can make an exception. I've been doing the sci-fi thing for going on like 2 years now, I think,
Well-
if not more.
So,
So
and obviously mine's not going to be sci-fi. So.
right.
Well, let's see. These are the sci-fi games that I have. I have Coriolis, I have Alien, I have the Cipher system. I've got which we're talking about post-apocalyptic, which would be the Pugmire, which we kind of joke is and isn't, but it's interesting. But then you've got then there's Mutant Claw Classics. Let's see, there are a few others in there. I think that I have.
Honestly, I already know I'd most likely vote Alien.
Yeah.
And see, Alien is one of those where you can go where it might take a few more sessions, but that's exactly intended to be real tight. You play that, and it's like okay, and they have what they call their cinematic version. The cinematic version is intended to be like a movie. Who survives to the end?
Yeah, I'm
Or
totally
do
because I don't want to have to buy anything, and
Yeah.
I know a lot of the stuff is not. You don't have to do that, but I also don't want to get wrapped up in something that has a huge world setting that I have to learn. You know what I mean?
Oh no,
Yeah.
no. But that's what I mean is I like a lot of this stuff in there, and I agree with you about the learning this stuff. But yeah, things just meant to be. Like we're talking about it. It's meant to be an adventure. You go through the adventure, you're done. It's time to move on. Not a big campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you have the index, the I.
Yeah, I know what you're referring to.
Yeah.
The archive. Yeah, there's a few of them.
Yeah. Well.
Well, here's the great thing about Alien.
Steve is in there.
Is in Alien, if you're going to play one of which is their Chariot of the Gods, which I think actually it's a pretty good module. You've never seen anything about it. They already have the pre-gen, so you pick your pre-gen. They have the whole story ready to go, and it's like, okay, go, and that works out pretty well. You don't have to worry about, well, I'm going to roll up this character and roll up that. You can, but it's not that hard. The thing I like about it is like, okay, you get 4 stats. You get this, allocate them accordingly. Actually, I think you get so many points. among 4 stats, and then you get a certain number of skills.
No worry, George. I will see you tomorrow
see
or
you
the
later,
next
George.
day. I'm going to call it in just a minute as well. My
Party on,
pleasure,
George.
Josh. This was
Yep, see you
George.
later, George.
Great game.
Great game.
Great work.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Say hi to the fam for us.
Yeah, ditto.
And the other
Oh,
thing
and
I like
happy
about
Easter.
oh yeah
Happy
and
Easter.
the other thing I like about the Alien is everyone gets their what do I want to call? They get their objective cards, and they change every act. So you have Act 1, 2, and 3.
So it's a little like that one game you were talking about that you were playing, the video game. It was real popular with the kids a while back with
Oh,
the imposters.
Well, it doesn't necessarily work like that. What I'm saying is, like, the very first one, it's like your job is to make sure that you, you open the safe to get the money out. So that might be your objective 1. And then the second act is your job is to make sure that so and so doesn't die. And then, like, objective 3 might be make sure nothing gets off this ship.
Okay.
And it changes. In every act, you get it expands on it. So if you get certain parts, it's like, like let's say you've been face hugged. Okay, your job is to get this thing out of you before it bursts. But no, it gives you like the different cards, and no one knows what the objectives are, which I kind of like. So it might be like, oh, the first one is, oh, I want to get the alien off of for this, and then you realize later on it's like, no, the alien will destroy the Earth. I have to blow up the ship to make sure no one else makes it off, including the alien, But I like that whole idea. But they did a good job with that. I mean, they got campaigns, but really, it's not intended to be. Their cinematic stuff is, the way they put it is 12 to 18 hours to play.
Okay.
And, that's what they're expecting.
Yeah, because I do want to get some short games in after this one for a while, because this one, we did a lot of work on it, and just so that everybody gets a chance to do some different things and watch different things while I work on other things, as well as a sequel to this, but for way later. I got an idea, like an homage to a couple of things, but after YouTube runs something, and maybe George, if he's up to it. I don't know if he's. I know he runs games for some of his family and stuff, and if he wants to run one, I think why not?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I like what's it called? I do like some of the I like creating characters and stuff, but it's like, I do like the Traveler system. It's real simple. I like the fact if you get the Traveler companion, they've got stuff like morale, they've got wealth, they've got all sorts of other stuff you can get in there. It's like, hey, if you want these stats, add these additional stats.
Yeah.
If you don't want it, then no.
Omen, have you checked out Scythonian Stars?
No, I have not.
Okay, remind me, everybody else out there, there's a free PDF out there. It's basically Traveler with H.P. Lovecraft elements in it, and it's phenomenal. It's everything else, it's all Traveler. It even has the character generation system in there, so it's got everything, but it throws in, like, it's got the horror sanity mechanics that you'd want that run along the same lines of, you've got that stat that's about 3d6, or excuse me, 2d6 worth of points. Things take off points, and you lose your sanity, you lose your shit, and losing your shit, as we all know from movies like Event Horizon, you don't want to do that. You don't want to lose your shit in space.
Well, and if you look at, I don't know if you have the Mongoose Traveler Companion.
No, I don't.
I highly recommend that you get it, just because it has. I think it's.
I probably have the PDF, but I haven't looked at it.
Yeah. Well, no, but I'm saying, but it has like 6 additional stats, so you can really modify it, like you said. Is you got morale if you want to do one of them, and then the other one is sanity, and then you've got if you want to do more wealth instead of social class, you can do it's got social class, so you can go through. To be fair on a lot of it, and then of course Psi. I really do. Like I said, I've been really impressed by Traveler, because it's both simple, that it's easy for someone to understand, which is why I said I think it's much better for Raven. It's like, oh, well, what do you do? Well, this weapon does this. Okay. It's like, all right. And then, it doesn't have all the complexity that D&D does, where it takes, you have to have
the nonsensical percentage systems like Call of Cthulhu and Palladium have for your abilities. Uh,
I don't mind it if you look at more like, I don't mind that or Warhammer. The problem that I had in certain cases was, like, for D&D, at least for a while, it seemed to have a different system for everything in the same character class. So now you had to learn like 4 different systems for everything. But
like
no,
mechanic.
Traveler, it's 2d6. Like, okay, roll. Roll.
Beat a target number with your pluses.
Yep. So yeah, I like Traveler. It's a real simple system. I like Alien for something very simple as well. It uses the Mutant Year Zero, and actually, yeah, I'm not that I'm going to try running that. I like the ideas of a lot of them, but what is Alien so easy? Everyone knows. They know what they're getting into. They know what they know the aesthetic.
That's why I'm attracted to that one. Plus, it's it's a name franchise that everybody should know by now, except Raven, which if she decides to play would be fun because she has no idea what she's getting herself into.
What
But
franchise?
Alien.
Alien.
Oh, Alien. Yeah. Sorry, I spaced out there. I was looking on the eye for the book Omna just mentioned.
Okay. Well, guys, I got to cut it to.
All right.
I got church early in the morning, and I still have to do a couple of things before I get to bed. Thanks for sticking around and playing along. Everybody who watches later. Still need that MVP. I know who my vote would be for, but if you don't mind putting that in,
I blew someone's fucking head off and cut a car in half twice. If you aren't voting for me, I don't know what the fuck your criteria is, man.
I'm going to mention one thing. Are we playing tomorrow, Shadow?
Yes, we are.
Okay, just checking.
Yes, we are. My dinner most nights, since I'm old, is over by 4:30. So.
No, I understand that. I was just wondering if all the other players are going to be playing.
I'm going to check. I hope so. So.
Are you in Omna?
Yeah, I mean, I've got nothing else to do.
Awesome. All right, even
I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean it's so
cool. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great evening. Don't forget God Wars by tomorrow night.
Hey, I put my stuff in. I'm not sure if you saw the actions. If you need me to do an individual thing, let me know.
Yeah, we'll do. I'll also hit everybody up tomorrow as well. Those people that are in there
in the morning. Yeah, I gotta pick my selections and my actions.
There's a few other stragglers, but don't worry. But I am not extending it. If you miss out, you miss out. You can still do it, but it won't count till the following week because I have to have the report done by Monday morning.
That's my fault.
See you guys later.
All right. See you later.